Get the off me. Hey, what the you look?
I need my $20. $100. No, Mom, calm down.
You won't believe how much this customer did when he couldn't take in the truth.
Get the out of here, man.
Get the out of here.
Why are you standing behind me?
It's a bright and sunny day at the pawn shop, but hold on to your hats because we're in for a wild ride. This cool and laid-back Albanian dude strolls in with a bunch of ancient comic books. When I say cool, I mean it. Like, look at this.
Bless. Ganti, how you doing?
What's your name?
Ganti.
Genti?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
He's got dollar signs in his eyes, thinking they're worth a fortune. But is he in for a surprise or what? Les and Ashley, the shop owners, give them their usual warm welcome. The customer proudly showcases his prized comics, claiming they're from the groovy 70s and in mint condition. He's even bold enough to demand a whopping $2,000 for the lot. What? They are shocked.
How much did you want for him?
I was looking around 2,000, man.
$2,000.
But our savvy Ashley ain't falling for it. She spots the bent corners and unimpressive preservation, grilling the customer about their sorry state. Poor fella, he's speechless. Didn't see that coming, did he?
These, do you see the edges?
That's just one of them. Come on.
No, actually, that's all.
Ashley cuts straight to the chase and offers a jaw-dropping $5 for the entire stack. Yep, you heard it right. A gigantic drop from his lofty $2,000 expectation. Naturally, our customer isn't happy with the lowball and tries to haggle. But kudos to Ashley and Les. They hold their ground, eventually nudging the price up to a massive $6.
Come on, you guys, just work with me a little bit. Give me something, you know what I mean?
6?
And that's when things go from zero to chaos. Our previously calm customer suddenly loses it, accusing the shop of playing mind games. Leslie tries to calm him down, reassuring him they're not joking around. But no, he won't take their word for it. He insists on verifying the authenticity of the comics, and Ashley's response takes him to new levels of shock.
From the 1970s.
So am I.
I don't give a where you.
Oh boy, buckle up, because it's all downhill from here. The customer starts swearing up a storm, slamming the table like a man possessed. He's convinced he's being duped, and boy is he fuming.
Like you're playing me right now, because I know this is worth way more than $6.
The situation gets so out of hand that a burly bodyguard has to step in and escort him out. But wait, there's more. Right before leaving, he pulls a move that really ticks off another customer. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
Get the off me.
Hey, what the you look? Come here.
Next thing you know, we're witnessing an impromptu street brawl right inside the shop. These two customers throw punches like they're in a heavyweight championship match. And let me tell you, it's a hilarious sight to behold.
Someone fuck me.
You little bitch.
Eventually, the bodyguards swoop in like superheroes and drag both fighters out. Man, talk about a show. After the dust settles, our Albanian friend tries to save face with a final quip. I'm Albanian, baby. Well, my friend, you certainly lived up to that fiery reputation of yours. Kicking off with this episode, which is sure to give you quite a jolt.
Hey, how's it going?
The episode just starts with a casual conversation between Rick and an old man. But look what he's got. Yes, my friends, you just laid eyes on an 1884 Colt that was used in the Wyoming Range War, also known as the Johnson County War.
Goes with it.
There's nothing like a good book after a good shooting.
That's what I always say.
And not to forget the book that comes with it. I mean, you gotta keep the rare flock together. Rick, as usual, begins his quiz, asked a whole lot of questions before investing his money into something that a normal person would have bought in a heartbeat.
So how exactly did you get the gun?
My father got this from the great-great-granddaughter of Fred Koch.
Are these many questions ever asked while I go to sell something antique? Maybe. How would I know? I've just gone to the shops to buy something, never to sell anything. But wait, it seems like he practiced it the whole night, answered all the questions like a pro. That man did better than the rest of us would do in our lives. Tough college times. Wait, what did my eyes just witness? Rick narrating the whole Wyoming Range War story.
Basically, large cattle barons feuding with really small cattle ranchers. The small guys were stealing cattle.
It felt like a whole history lesson to me. I must say, Rick does have some insane knowledge about antiques. The way he narrated the whole thing was nothing less than an informative history class. Not gonna lie. Moving further, we see Rick's intelligence as he checked all the details provided on the document just like a professional would.
This is a 45 caliber. This is a 45 caliber. It's a 5.5-inch barrel. That's a 5.5-inch barrel.
With this line, When you throw on a personal story that actually ties a cowboy to a gun, that's the kind of thing collectors love. I can see he clearly knows how to hit the proper note.
But when you throw in a personal story that actually ties a cowboy to a gun, that's the kind of thing collectors love.
Without a second thought, the man quoted $55,000 for the gun. What do you think? Are Rick and the old man on the same page? Well, for you to know that, you have to continue watching.
I'd like 55,000.
55,000?
And obviously, before getting such a huge amount out of his pocket, he wanted a second opinion on the matter, for which he called an expert.
Get someone down here, he'll tell me if it actually belonged to this guy.
To be honest, I really don't get it. How can one identify if it's original or fake by just looking at some words written on a piece of paper? Anyway, who am I to say anything?
What we have here, it's really hard to make that connection.
Some facts were served right there. Like, clearly, who else if not Rick would know more than for how much something like that goes in his shop. And you know, Pawn Stars is all about who bargains best to make the most profit. So let's see who gets to cut the cake tonight. And just when he thought things couldn't get crazier, Rick dropped the price and set his bet to $1,500 and all that effort went to waste right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna be able to do that. I think maybe I'll see if I can maybe get some more provenance.
That was pretty obvious. No one would want to sell an antique for this measly amount of money. Definitely not a very profitable deal. And with that deal went flying Rick out of Rick's hands. But in this next episode, this person walks in with a really interesting gun. But how interesting? You're about to find out.
Yeah, it's like something James Bond would wear.
Yeah, right. You just saw that, huh? But that's not out of a James Bond movie. That thing is as real as it gets.
What can I help you with? I'm here to sell my ring pistol today.
Well, you know how a gun never stays in the shop for long, be it whatever shape or size. But this thing is something I've never seen or even heard of before. Have you ever seen a pistol ring? Boy, you're looking at it right now. This is something definitely worthy of adding to the antique collection list. Come on, you have to agree with me. Everything about this pistol ring is antique, from loading it to the trigger to its hammer. This thing is a killer. Literally. You know what? If I ever went undercover on a mission, I would definitely carry this cute little devil. James Bond, we just found your vibe. And I know Rick would agree with me too. Yeah, that man seems very particular about the price he's going to ask for that dangerous ring.
I'm looking to get $9,000. I'll use it to buy some of the things I collect more often.
I personally would wear that ring everywhere. It's an all-in-one combo, kind of a hidden treasure who can double up like your personal bodyguard. It's unreal how cool this thing is. But hey, did Rick just contradict me?
Wear them just for fashion.
Damn. Rick has got a good sense of humor, not gonna lie. Seriously, getting hit by that mini pistol ring would definitely hurt your ego hard, man.
It's also seriously a gun. I mean, it would really hurt getting shot with this thing.
And oh, I kid you not when I say that the man clearly did his homework right. He literally asked for $9 grand in the blink of an eye. I mean, that piece truly is a showstopper. But that expensive? Damn.
A $9 grand. They're pretty rare.
So what happened is that the deal took an intense turn, and Rick, being the smartest in this show, had to prove it. So before finalizing the deal, he wanted a bit of expert advice. I mean, that's always better than regretting later, right? So let's see what the expert had to say about this antique pistol ring.
The European gunsmiths, they were making all kinds of little weird things. This is the Imperial Protector. Basically,
looks like this tiny mean machine has taken down quite a few people in the past. So it must cost a bomb. But let's hear it from the expert himself.
for 11.5.
Okay. Thanks, Tony. I really appreciate it.
Whoa, I never expected that. 11.5K? That's crazy. And just look at the size of that thing. That thing is golden for sure. But as you know, Rick plays by his own rules, and I'm curious to know what he has to offer.
I'll give you $3,000 for it.
No, can't do it.
Okay, so Rick is trying to settle the deal for $3 grand. But bro, that's like not even half the price the seller asked. Do you think the man will accept the offer? For someone who knew a great deal about the pistol ring, I don't think this man is gonna budge. But Rick wasn't ready to give up or give in as yet. So do you think they'd both settle on the same grounds? Who do you think is gonna win this round? Well, let me put your anxiety to rest, for here comes the moment you're waiting for.
As amazing as this thing is, I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
And just like that, Rick missed the chance and saw the extraordinary collector's pride walk right out of his door. But what happened in this next episode is even crazier.
Working with an instrument maker and got really interested with the harmonica.
You know how music instruments can be great collectibles. In which case, what do you think about an ancient instrument that has an emotional connection to it? Does it help double up the price? Well, I don't know about you, but I have never seen a shining gold M Hohner harmonica.
We've all played a harmonica once in our lives.
Right, we have.
And we thought we were good at it.
So for those of you who don't know who Matthias Hohner is, here's a quick history lesson for you. Hohner was a trained watchmaker born in Germany, and his company Math Hohner AG is the oldest and largest producer of harmonicas in the world. If you want to know more about this masterpiece, here's Rick for you. So apparently the watchmaker was so blown away by the piece that this is what happened.
So he saw the writing on the wall, but he was also working with an instrument maker and got really, really interested with the harmonica.
Rick's knowledge never fails to amaze me. There's no question that he is a master of his job, and his trade skills are even better. But is this going to be a jackpot or a lost cause? Before Rick states his price, he found a problem with the musical piece.
We get in the ballpark.
Okay, all right.
It's plastic, and it's not in the greatest shape.
I don't know, it's not too bad a shape.
The cardboard's coming off.
Oh no, that's going to majorly affect the price of this beautiful piece right here. So while the seller was holding on to a grand $500, what Rick pitched was unbelievable.
Here's $75 for it.
It cost
$75? Wow. I would feel humiliated if I was that harmonica right now. I mean, come on, man, it's not that bad. But what can I say? Rick knows better. And the seller wasn't ready to back up, and even had a genuine reason for it.
$1 to fill my truck up with gas right now. I can't take 75.
I find the man reasonable. The least you can do is compensate his gas. But as you know, there are no emotions involved in business. Rick's not taken aback by anything, and sticks with his price, but he failed to grab the deal. I think he wouldn't mind much though, because the harmonica was plastic, and it was also peeling off in some places. So sadly, the seller needed to go back home with the broken instrument, and he couldn't even make enough money for gas. Brain, not brawn.
I got a loan on my wife's ring.
Yeah?
And when I first started coming here, I got a VIP card. I got more on the loan. Now you guys put me to a gold card, and I get nothing out of it.
A bald customer, frustrated over a loan on his wife's ring, seeks resolution from the manager over a VIP card upgrade and the perceived lack of benefits. Tensions rise as they discuss the situation.
No, the VIP is the gold. They're both one and the same. We offer a promotion American Joy and Loan. It's called a gold card membership. It gets more money in people's pockets if they want to get a loan, and allows you to save money if you want to buy something.
The pawn shop employee tries to explain the gold card system's benefits, but the customer remains frustrated.
I am hearing you, but you're not listening to me.
Tensions rise as the employee insists on the procedure, leading to anger, questioning, and physical comparisons.
You think this is funny?
I don't think it's funny. I think that there's something wrong when you start hitting your head against the side of the window.
Creating an atmosphere of animosity and miscommunication.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm not going to do anything about it.
What are you going to do about it?
The customer and employee engage in verbal sparring, escalating tensions.
Whatever I have to. You need to get out of my face, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me scoot back. Really?
The guard asserts their position, urging the customer to step back. The customer refuses, escalating the confrontation, leaving the atmosphere charged with hostility and unresolved conflict.
Hell no. You want some? Whatever you got to bring. Come on.
The customer's unwelcome invitation intensifies, leading to an unresolved atmosphere.
Hello. That's what I thought.
The customer's confrontational tone suggests a potential fight, escalating tension and the possibility of a physical altercation. Volkswagen van.
Good. I'm Les. John. What the hell is it? This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
Hold on to your seats. A 1968 Volkswagen van, once owned by Dr. Death, rolls into the pawn shop. Les is on the case, exploring this piece of history. Weirdness level maximum.
I have everything documented.
How much do you want for this thing?
I'm looking to get in the six figures.
The seller dreams of six figures for the van, but reality check.
20 grand?
No.
25 grand.
Negotiations go from 20 grand to a wild coin flip for 30 grand. Les, you mad genius.
Oh my God. My dad's gonna leave everything to chance on a $20,000 coin flip? What are you doing?
Seth and Ashley can't believe Les's coin flip antics. He's risking 20 grand just for a chance at 30 grand. The drama unfolds like a high-stakes comedy. less you wild card. The coin flip drama continues, with drum roll and laughter.
Heads. Nails it in. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Perfect. Good deal.
The van deal is sealed at 20 grand, leaving everyone amused and baffled. What a ride!
No question. I proved to my kids I still got it.
Les, the coin flipping legend, celebrates his 20 grand win. Laughter echoes as the deal concludes. The van's bizarre journey adds a hilarious chapter to pawn shop history. Ring drama.
So what can I help you with today?
I got this ring right here. I wanted to get it appraised, see how much it might be worth.
Hey, listen up, people. Commodity Wild just happened at the original pawn shop. Imagine this dude who looks like he just rocked out at a concert stepping in, holding a ring that has probably seen more action than a library book. The crazy twist, he's not there to show it like a rock star. He's trying to sell the thing.
I also wanted to know how much you guys would give me for it. Like as a pawn, and then I pay it back.
Okay, when I give you an appraisal, that's not how much I'm gonna give you in pawn.
So he's all proud, telling the pawnbroker how this ring is worth a ton of money, when, out of nowhere, a lady burst in like a storm.
What the are you doing?
She's on a mission to figure out why her precious ring is about to be someone else's fancy jewelry. Cue the dramatic music, folks.
Why'd you take my ring? Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth. Bull.
Now our rockstar wannabe is caught red-handed, dealing with an angry lady dead set on getting her shiny thing back. It's like a soap piece crashing into a rock concert, and the pawn shop is the main stage.
I just wanted to know how much it was worth, that's all.
You're a liar. Why'd you take my ring?
I'm sorry.
What?
Things get intense as the lady slaps the crazy guy not once, but twice, and suddenly the whole place goes silent. You could hear a leg drop, or in this case, a ring hitting the counter. The other people in the pawn shop are stunned, wondering if they accidentally walked into a live reality TV show.
You're a idiot. Can I just have my ring?
Well,
Yeah,
he's
it's
the one that
hers.
gave it to me.
That's hers.
Just give me my ring.
Our lady does not waste any time. She grabs the ring back, making it clear her bling is off limits.
Ring out.
The embarrassed and confused rockstar lookalike gets pushed out of the pawn shop by the triumphant lady. There you have it, folks, a ridiculous blend, up and a super dramatic autumn at the pawn shop. Turns out the real treasures are not just the bones for trade. Who would have allowed pawn shops could be this amusing? Stay tuned for the coming occasion of pawned out drama. Clown Prince. In a small pawn shop on the corner of Chuckles Street and Guffaw Avenue, things got really funny one day. A guy walked in with so much makeup on his face that he looked like he just stepped out of a play. The shopkeeper, who was used to weird stuff, tried hard not to laugh as the man approached, sporting a rainbow wig that seemed to stay on by magic.
I need to sell this earring because my little red Corvette broke down.
Oh, no kidding.
Absolutely.
Wow.
The man, looking mischievous, whipped out a fancy earring from his pocket and showed it off with a big dramatic gesture. The shopkeeper, holding back a laugh, checked out the earring like it was some royal treasure.
You know who I am, right?
No. Who are you?
You don't know who I am.
But actually, it looked more like a toy you'd find in a cereal box than something fit for a king.
1,000.
I'm just asking for 1,000 just to get my limo.
No. That's not real.
You gonna help me out? Excuse me?
That's a real earring, but it's not real diamond.
Are you kidding me?
Ignoring the fact that the earring was probably fake, the guy started dancing like he was the star of his own circus.
Prince, right?
Prince, absolutely.
Wow.
He even gave himself a royal title, calling himself Prince. The shopkeeper, now thoroughly entertained, clapped along as the guy did his goofy dance. With a cheeky smile, Prince claimed the earring was a super precious diamond passed down from his clown ancestors. The shopkeeper played along, giving praise to this pretend royal jewel, while secretly thinking he would make a great prop in a comedy act. As the funny business came to an end, Prince, not ready to leave without a big finish, spun back to the counter and started another round of funny moves. The shopkeeper and his assistant struggled to hold in their laughter, tears rolling down their faces as the wacky Prince danced out the floor, leaving behind a funny feeling that stuck around even after the rainbow wig was out of sight. Boss's TV fiasco. Hey everyone, gather around because something straight out of a funny TV show just happened at the local electronics store. Imagine this. The big boss barges in like a storm on way too much coffee.
Didn't I tell you guys to restock the TV shelf? Didn't you see I was just with a crazy customer?
Yelling about wanting to grab some TVs. I mean, who does not suddenly crave a TV spree, right? Now, the poor workers are stuck between a rock and a high-tech place and cannot take the boss seriously. I mean, who could? It's like the boss watched too many action movies and thought today was the day to be an action hero with innocent flat screens.
I gave you a job to do and you didn't do it?
Dad, you told us we were like little kids. How does a baby know how to do inventory?
But stay, there's a twist. The main character, the boss, realizes things are serious and decides he needs backup. So, what does he do? Grabs his assistant like they're partners in a buddy cop movie.
Hey, you know what? The hell with it. I'm gonna do it myself. Bobby J, do me a favor. We need to go pull some TVs.
To help with this crazy TV mission. Because obviously snagging TVs is a job for a dynamic brace.
Ash, Seth, right now. Right now.
What?
Right now. Let's just went down.
What?
Let's went down.
But wait, there's more sitcom gold. Out of nowhere, another assistant rushes over to the boss's kids looking really upset. Why?
Just went down.
What?
Let's went down. Dad, you alright?
Well, turns out the master is now on the floor. Yep, the guy who was on a TV conquest is now chilling on the cold floor of the electronics aisle.
Well, we have an emergency here.
What happened? Did he say something hurt?
No, he didn't say anything. We're pulling TVs.
They call emergency services because apparently this is not just a shopping spree. It's a full-blown crisis. And then comes the ambulance. The daughter dramatically points at the approaching rescue vehicle, as if it's the hero cavalry coming to save the day.
My dad's always been the strongest person I know, and right now he's completely helpless.
I can nearly hear the wacky sitcom music playing in the background. It's so crazy, snaggletooth, and, well, just another day in the unpredictable sitcom that's real life. Stay tuned for the coming episode. People more adventurous with the boss and his search for TVs are...
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to sell it for maybe like $150.
$50.
Why is it $50? The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's actually stained.
Okay.
All through here.
I'm trying to sell it for $150 or get a loan for $75 instead of the $50.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in more than 50.
If you know purses, then you know the...
As our unsuspecting customer strolls into the kitchen at chaos, little does she know what's cooking today. Ashley, patiently bracing herself for another round of absurdity, politely inquires about what the customer's looking to offload. The girl, blissfully unaware of the purse's actual value, confidently suggests a price that's almost a steal.
It costs way more than that.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses. It was torn. It was stained. It's not even the last season's bag. The thing is old.
But you still willing to buy for $50 though, so if it wasn't worth it.
And now the plot thickens. The lady asserts that if Ashley truly understood purses, she'd gladly accept the offered amount. However, Ashley, standing firm in her claim that the purse is torn and not worth more than $50, creates a hilarious clash of valuation difference.
We even say $50.
So they didn't say it wasn't worth it.
Can I talk to somebody else? I don't want to talk to your pepperoni looking ass. Can I get somebody
A pepperoni looking at. Pepperoni ass? I don't even know what that means. She take a look at her own ass?
Can I get somebody else to talk to? It don't even matter. I don't have to talk to you.
And I don't talk to you either, so why don't you go home, leave
Can
our
I
store?
talk to somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You
I'm the
disrespectful.
manager. I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch.
F you.
And it's time to cue the drama. Ashley throws out the bold figure of $50, and it hits the customer like a curveball she wasn't ready for. Feeling the heat, our lady teeters on the edge of diplomacy and blurts out the unforgettable line. She labels Ashley a pepperoni ass and decides that she'd rather chat with anyone but her. Talk about spicing up negotiations.
3 males walked into a pawn shop. One of the suspects stood at the door as a lookout while the other 2 suspects walked directly over to the display cases.
So, like, these 3 guys roll into the pawn shop, just casually strolling in. The other 2 guys, they head straight to the fancy display cases. It's all got suspicious vibes. And then, bam! One of them whips out a sledgehammer and starts smashing the glass. Things are starting to get pretty wild.
At some point, a customer from the place is seen leaving calmly while the lookout tells her to hurry up.
The suspects appeared to be wearing heavy-duty gloves in order.
At one moment, a person from the shop strolls out all calm, and someone's keeping an eye on her, urging her to speed up. The people thought to be involved seem to have on these tough gloves, maybe so they don't get any cuts.
Not to get cut while removing the glass from the cases. Both suspects placed the jewelry and many other valuables in the bags.
So when they took off the glass from the cases, both of them put the jewelry and lots of other valuable stuff into bags. After that, they hightailed it out of the store in a black Mercury Marquis.
Case at? Where the case at? Where is it at? Where he put them on?
The guy storms into the pawn shop all worked up and starts shouting about a missing case. He's demanding to know where it is, and he appears to be accusing the staff of removing. The feeling of stress in the air is increasing, and it's obvious that something is wrong.
Not take games, take your wild my damage too. That's the way it came in with the kids. I know. You gonna act like I ain't got no sense?
He's accusing us of taking games out of his unit. Look at the ticket. It never said with game.
The atmosphere gets even more intense as the guy accuses the pawn shop of messing with his games. Les, the cool guy at the pawn shop, stands his ground. The customer's getting more agitated, making accusations and even talking about blowing up the place, which is just adding to the chaos.
At that point, man, you can get your arms up off belly and none of your body parts on you, bro.
After all the stress I have, the last thing I need is a customer causing a scene.
Despite the escalating situation, Les stays calm. He tries to talk sense into the upset customer, especially with a big event coming up the next day.
I know how to walk. I ain't in literally because I potted a week and y'all motherfuckers in my middle and put them games in there. And you wasn't even standing there when I potted it. Somebody need to blow this place up.
It's time to go, sir.
You ain't gonna get my window. I'm not. Let go. Can I get my week? He'll get it for you, don't worry. You're making a threat like that?
The situation becomes alarming when the upset customer makes a threat to blow up the place. Les, rightfully concerned about the safety of everybody, asks the guy to leave. Security becomes a priority, and the customer's demand for his belongings takes a back seat to the potential danger that he's creating. It's a challenging moment for Les, who's just trying to manage the chaos caused by an irate customer.
How's it going, man?
What's going on, man?
Everything good. How about you?
I'm doing good.
Good. What can I do for you?
Let me get at least like $400 for this watch right here.
What can I do for you today?
Can I get like $400 for this watch right here? It's worth $820.
Les, chilling at the pawn shop, notices a guy walking in, watch in hand. Les, being friendly, asks how things are going. The guy, hopeful, wants $400 for his watch. Les, the cool pawn detective, calmly discusses the watch's worth, revealing it's valued at about $82.
Hey, man, tell me the truth. What'd you really pay?
Telling you the truth, man. Come on, give me four for this watch, man. Come on, man.
We deal in high-end watches. This was worthless. Nothing for us to deal with.
Come on, give me like $450 for this watch.
You're yelling at me.
Oh, I got a baby on the way, dog.
Congratulations.
I'm sick of living at the crib, man. My girl on my head.
The negotiation heat rises as the guy insists on $400, but Les suggests $7. The guy, pleading and sharing his life story about a baby on the way, asks for $400 again. Les stands firm, offering him the same price, which leads to a bit of yelling. The guy, feeling frustrated, calls the place bull ass and expresses his discontent.
You want $10?
Oh, no, don't do it $10.
I have no idea.
Go to Coney Island. Give me
Coney Island is good.
Coney Island on $10. Got a baby on the way to go do this to me, dog. What you looking like a crazy fool?
The tension escalates, and the guy feels disrespected, using strong words and even threatening Les. Les, staying cool, suggests maybe he should have been given $400, hinting at a broken lamp that needs payment. The situation gets intense, with the guy considering if he should have taken the deal.
Cash for this watch, man. 400?
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is a bullshit ass place, man. This whole ass place, dog.
Excuse me.
You call it what? You calling a bitch?
You?
I'll knock you the out. You don't know who you talking to.
Tell me.
Dog, don't touch me, homie, dog. Touch me, dude.
Then maybe he would have been able to pay me for the lamp that he broke.
Yo, I'm off you, dog.
The guy, still upset, leaves the shop, but not without some fiery words. Les reflects on the encounter, realizing maybe he should have given $400 to avoid the chaos. The drama ends, leaving behind a mix of emotions and a used watch. Life at the pawn shop remains unpredictable and full of
The
surprises.
situation gets so out of hand that a burly bodyguard has to step in and escort him out. But wait, there's more. Right before leaving, he pulls a move that really ticks off another customer. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
Get the off me. Hey, what the you look? Come here.
Next thing you know, we're witnessing an impromptu street brawl right inside the shop. These two customers throw punches like they're in a heavyweight championship match. And let me tell you, it's a hilarious sight to behold.
Come on. Fuck me. You little bitch.
Eventually, the bodyguards swoop in like superheroes and drag both fighters out. Man, talk about a show. After the dust settles, our Albanian friend tries to save face with a final quip. I'm Albanian, baby! Well, my friend, you've certainly lived up to that fiery reputation of yours. What a roller coaster of a pawn shop experience, folks. Next up, just another regular day at the pawn shop. People coming and going. Some happy, some not so much.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me prove my point.
Now here's a guy who walks in hoping to get a loan of $100 for his gold chain. And you know what? The receptionist happily agrees. Loan approved, right?
How much would you like?
$100.
Okay. I can do the $100.
Well, hold your horses, because this is where things go haywire. This customer seems all polite and even hands over his ID for verification. But then he brings up this 20% business, as it's written on the sign right there. The receptionist is completely lost, and the customer starts explaining how he should get 20% added to the $100 loan, making it $120.
Put my 20%, right?
What 20%, sir?
The sign right here say I get 20%.
But the poor receptionist has no clue what he's talking about. Politeness goes out the window, folks. The man's anger instantly flares up when he realizes the receptionist is clueless. He asks her if she's ever seen the sign in her life, and boy does he point it out right in front of the shop. Talk about intense.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is you serious?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you ain't never seen the sign?
Now, this angry customer won't let it go. His voice keeps getting louder, drawing everyone's attention in the shop.
I'm supposed to get 20%. You said you gonna give me 100. I get 20% of 100.
We see as the bodyguard's on alert, and even Seth, the boss, steps out of his office to see what the commotion is all about. The man keeps angrily repeating that he's supposed to get that 20% with $100. When the receptionist refuses to budge, he demands to see the manager. Seth steps up and asks the customer to read the sign again. He patiently explains what it actually means.
At another pawn shop, bring me in the ticket, and when you take it out of that pawn shop, I'll give you 20.
But does our furious customer listen? No way. He's sticking to his guns, dead set on his demands. He even goes back and snatches the sign to show it to the receptionist and Seth. You can practically feel the tension, folks. If Seth wasn't behind that glass, this guy might have thrown a punch. Clearly, he's not thinking straight. That's when the bodyguard steps in and takes the sign away from him.
Hey, straight up. My man, let this go. Let this go. 20%.
The angry customer doesn't even give Seth a chance to explain. Oh boy, talk about rage blinding a person. This irate customer keeps shouting in the shop, demanding his 20%, hoping someone will back him up.
Sir.
Why?
Well, because you're
false advertising. I guess you think I can.
You're not letting.
But here's where things escalate. This customer challenges Seth to step out of his glass office and face him like a man. Whoa, the temperature's rising in here. But Seth's having none of it. He tells him to get out since he's causing a ruckus. And you know what happens next? He gets escorted out by the bodyguard. And get this, he tries to take the sign with him.
I'm getting something out there, bro. You down for the sign, my man. I'm gonna chase you down.
Gotta admit, that's a bit hilarious. But the bodyguard quickly snatches it back, and the customer keeps cursing as he leaves the shop. But wait, there's more. To show his anger, this guy grabs a harmless plant and throws it on the ground.
Huh, $20 worth right there, bitches.
Oh, man. What did the plant do to him?
Seriously, what did the plant ever do to you, man? And off he angrily storms away. It's never a dull day around here. Next up, we got this interesting thing that you'd never expect at a pawn shop.
The guy just pulled in the parking lot with a boat he wants to sell. So Chum and I...
Yes, it's a freaking boat. What you're looking at is a 1958 Sea Flight Glastron, and this is no common sight, y'all. Rick and Chum came to take a look at the huge and fascinating boat, and it looks like they already like what they're looking at.
57 Chevy, didn't they?
Sure did. Is it a convertible?
And how could something start without Chumley's irrelevant questions, right? Like always, he was more worried about the boat being convertible or not. Well, Chum, you definitely cannot expect everything to be fancy, okay? Despite that, I can't help but love Chumley's confidence. Meanwhile, the seller has made up his mind to demand a hefty $10,500 for the boat. Let's hope he can make just as much from the master of negotiation. And this time, the item in question was a timeless beauty, created in 1958, standing tall, defying the effects of time. Whoever maintained it surely did it with the utmost care and dedication. Great work right there, but I think someone is already getting busy coming up with the numbers.
It looks just like the 57 Chevy I got for the old man's birthday. It's definitely tempting because
Rick's already deciding how he was going to pitch this look-alike a 57 Chevy.
this Glastron boat is awesome, but boats are tough to sell, so it has to be a home.
Like he already said, boats are money pits. I mean, nobody would want to keep this huge boat in their homes as an antique. Quite rare, as the word suggests itself. But this seller is definitely giving Rick tough competition. With all that USP knowledge he was throwing about, he came in here ready to face the pawnbroking world.
Do you know why?
Because it was a little 17-foot boat.
No, because it was fiberglass. No more wood boats. Wood boats were moving out.
But what happened next was totally unexpected.
10-5.
In an unexpected turn, the owner of the boat bravely revealed a startling price tag, $10,500. Wow, that's crazy. What do you think Rick is gonna do? Will he buy it or break it?
I don't even want to make you an offer. There's too much work that's got to be done for me to make anything.
Did you see that? Rick didn't even make an attempt to convince the donor to accept a lesser price. But that's exactly what the show is all about, expecting the unexpected. But you cannot miss this museum piece that just made its entry into the shop today. A man brought in an ancient coin, a portrait of Julius Caesar from the month before he was assassinated.
Well, I have a coin here. It's a portrait coin of Julius Caesar from the month before he got assassinated.
But before that, quick history lesson. Did you know Caesar was the first living person to be depicted on Roman currency? Back then, this honor was only reserved for the gods, so you can imagine Caesar's position in the society. So you know that having him on a coin is quite exclusive, and any historical coin collector would be yearning to get their hands on this coin.
Would do what was necessary to preserve the Republic. Okay, and no matter what he did in office,
Rick was taken in by the intriguing offer, and his sincerity came through, creating a favorable environment for a possible deal. Rick, though, sticks to his strategy since he was logical. As you know, the man is a smart specialist who always seeks professional advice before taking major action. But let's see what the price on offer is.
How much were you looking to get out of it?
I want $4,400, please.
Okay.
I like this man's confidence and how he's so adamant about the asking price, exactly the way it should be.
The style is correct. Everything is right.
Okay.
It's perfectly genuine.
The expert's analysis is giving us a ray of hope with each passing second. So let's see what the experts have to say.
$1,500.
Retail?
Retail.
Wait, what was that? $1,500? Are you kidding me? I thought that coin was a big deal. But what just happened? It's ridiculous. I mean, sometimes you can never explain how things turn out to be in the pawn world. Just like this episode where a man walked in claiming to have a 1951 Yankees team signed ball.
1951 Yankees team signed baseball.
For those who may not know, the New York Yankees of the 1940s and 1950s were the most dominant team in baseball history. They won 10 World Series titles only between 1947 and 1962. Including their 5 consecutive World Series victories from the 1949 to 1953 season. However, things have now taken a turn, and the glory remains in history. Coming back to the item in concern, the seller also claimed that the ball had the signatures of around 22 to 23 Yankee players from around that time, and out of all of them, it had the signatures of Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle.
Had about 22, 23 signatures on
The year 1951 holds a special place in baseball history, as it was Joe DiMaggio's final season and Mickey Mantle's first. Also, Yankees won their 14th World Series that year. Buckle up, because this episode is sure to amaze you.
My grandfather went to a game in 1951 with my mother and received
The seller said that it was his grandfather who managed to get this iconic baseball. According to him, his grandfather went to a game in 1951 with his mother and received the autographs from a friend of his that was involved with the team. Well, sounds fair enough to me.
Baseball doesn't really mean a lot to me. It's got some family heritage, but it's a baseball.
I wonder why so many people want to sell something that has an emotional connection with them. But the seller's reason behind selling such an iconic ball seems pretty fair to me.
This would be perfect for the company softball game.
Chumway, I'm fixing to hit you.
Charlie was trying to play the fool, but Benjamin remained unaffected, steadfastly focused on the business at hand. Benjamin saw nothing but the business and got right back into it.
I don't trust this guy. I don't trust nobody, especially when they're trying to sell me.
Benjamin, I can feel you totally. It's not like we don't trust anybody, but it's always better to be sure when there's a ton of money involved. No doubt the expert had to be called in.
I do believe that this is a genuine 1951 Yankees baseball.
Whoa, it looks like there's some good news for the man, and we might see some bills going out of the shop. But wait, don't be sure. You never know when the deal goes south.
I think $3,000 is a reasonable amount for the ball.
With audacity that leaves me breathless, a staggering demand of $3,000 was quoted for the ball. And it's quite obvious as well. After all the authentication and the proof, anyone would ask for that kind of money.
They fired about $800.
But wait, what? Benjamin just quoted $800? That's it? No one would sell it for that much, Benjamin. But he was in this business before most of us, and I assume he'd know better. So these were some of the times deals got out of hand on Pawn Stars. So which one of these intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, guys.
Mother-daughter feud. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your liquor bottles for a heartwarming episode of Mother-Daughter Treasure Hunters. They had gathered some priceless junk to fund their world tour.
So what you got?
I got some really expensive stuff.
Show me.
Some old liquor bottles, some old albums, stamp book. Didn't you think he worth something?
No. You got a whole lot of nothing going on over there.
But wait, Les examines their items and deadpans. Sorry, ladies, it's all junk, no worth. The things took a swift left from there, guys.
Told you it wasn't worth nothing. You need to watch your trap because this worth everything to me. It don't matter. They don't want it. This is not junk, okay? So don't you comment on. I told you. So you better not don't. To come here. You better don't go there. Gas. You better don't. You better don't.
It's like watching a comedy where emotions run high over little treasures. They both argue fiercely about sentimental items. Talk about teaching your kids some manners.
I will kick your ass. I'm your mama. You better don't. How the heck? You better don't. No, you get the off my.
I thought it was kind of funny watching the mother and daughter argue with each other. Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Body slam. Our guy claims his grandma's ring is a lost treasure. Well, that part's for Ashley to decide whether it's real or something that came out of a cereal box.
How much are you looking for?
Is this enough to pay rent?
How much is your rent?
$300.
Okay. Do you have anything else? Because this unfortunately is not real.
What you mean it's not real?
It's not real gold.
Basically, y'all sit up here and waste my time talking to you.
You don't waste your time.
Oh dear, Mr. Sad Story. You've really painted yourself into a corner now. It was almost as if he was starring in his own drama series.
I'm like, just give me my ring. I need to speak with somebody else because you irritate me flat out.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
What you mean? What you mean?
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
Lower your voice.
This guy's acting really erratic and it's making me really nervous.
Hold on tight, because here come the Powerpuff Boys to rescue our protagonist from his own soap opera. What a gimmick. A day he's gonna remember for a while.
Don't put your hand in
No, she ain't by herself, man. She ain't by herself, my man. Bitch, I'll be back, bitch.
You're talking that now, get the hell out of here. He was lucky I have other things on my mind, or I would have beat him to a pulp.
PlayStation. In a stunning twist, our lovable, larger-than-life customer walks into the pawn shop dreaming of snagging a PS3. Let's hope the controller can keep up with his enthusiasm.
How much are your PlayStation 3s?
How much you want to spend?
Got $70.
Can't let it go for 70, my man, unfortunately.
I've seen them for $70 to $80 at other pawn shops. Does it come with a warranty?
It comes with an as-is warranty, unless you'd like to purchase an additional warranty, which I'd like to help you with.
This is bull.
Our six-pack gamer needs some physical exercise rather than video games. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who needs a jog more than them all?
I need a PlayStation 3 for $70.
I sell them for $100.
That is ridiculous. All I got is 70. I want somebody else to talk to around here.
Well, there's only gonna be one other person you're about to talk to, and if you keep your voice raised like that, we'll be more than happy to speak with you.
And here's where you might consider scheduling that eye wash. Oh boy, up next could rival a comedy sketch, complete with unexpected twists and turns.
Get out of here.
I'll take a ride, big boy. Big boy. Ride, big boy. Push me. Here we go, big boy. Here we go. Have a good day. What's all that about? What you want to do?
I come down this level, beat your ass down here. What? Think you all that, bitch? Do it right.
Ashley fires. So, guess what? There was a worker at the pawn shop who some folks thought might be stealing stuff. Ashley got wind of it and had a little investigation on her hands.
You said you wanted to know if Tressa asked me to put anything else on the internet?
Yeah?
Well, she did.
She did?
Another watch.
Are you kidding? Nope. I'll take care of it. Don't even put it on the internet.
Okay.
I have to check with Brian first to see if Tressa got permission to pull the watch from the display case.
Right when Ashley was busy being a detective, the sneaky thief decided to drop in. What wonderful timing! Well, since you're here, time to do some explanation.
I didn't ask him to put it online yet. I didn't ask him.
So he wouldn't just offer it?
Right. You said to come to one of you guys. Well, before I would have bought it, I would have came to you
But
guys.
you already asked him to put it on the internet.
No, I said, was it a possibility? I pulled it out.
Okay, you went around the bush and kind of asked him.
No, I'm still not 100% sure if I wanted to buy it.
Alrighty then, you're going home because you were not hired to make CEO-level decisions. But wait, there has to be more about this situation.
You're fired.
Fine, that's fine. I said I wasn't even sure if I was going to.
It's fine.
I literally told everyone that you weren't as big of a bitch. I was wrong.
Excuse me? Get the out of here. Get out of here.
Let's fight.
How much can you give me, man?
20 bucks?
$20. What the hell you mean?
I'm more or less helping you than anything.
Man, I'm gonna need more than $20 for this, man.
Of course, they're giving you exactly what it's worth, aren't they? So just take the money and run. But anyway, here is how our man decides to handle the situation.
Hey, come on. I played this game before. I know this was a scam.
You broke my trust, and because of that, Justin, you're fired.
Replica. Oh boy. Get your wrists ready for this one. A man walks in with the Audemars Piguet watch, and Les was in all mood to get his hands on it.
How about 6?
4,000.
No, I don't think I can go that low. You want to meet in the middle?
I'll go 4,500.
No, I need to get the 5 out of it.
Sorry.
All right, appreciate your time.
4,600.
However, our Pawn King did pull out these big bucks, but he was sure, duh, he was. But hey, just wait, cause Seth might have a different opinion.
So let me check it out real quick. Oh. It's coming up counterfeit.
Oh, bull.
Oh, yeah? Look at it right here. It says, do not purchase. It's a known counterfeit.
What? Did our pawn maestro get scammed? Well, wait. They called the seller back in for another purchase to trap him down. Let's see how that goes.
You mother coming into my store selling a that's not real. Here's the way it works. Either give me my money back or go to jail.
I bought them, and now, I've got taken on them too.
I believe you.
I mean, I'll give you your...
A customer walks in dead set on selling his jacket at a price he thinks is fair. Rightfully deserves in mind.
I'm looking to get some money for it, man. I'd like to get, and I'm going to get, about 50 or 60 bucks. Can't walk out of here.
But things get wild as he brushes off small talk, just wanting the cash ASAP.
How long have you owned this jacket? What's it matter how long I've owned it? Just give me some money, man.
The employee tries to chat, but the customer's all about getting a good deal because of medical needs. Negotiations kick in, and the customer flat out rejects offers, aiming for 40, 50, or even 60 bucks.
Problem I need to deal with, man. All I want is some money. Give me 40 bucks, 50 bucks, man. At least 60.
Now, Les, who's usually quick with this stuff, finds himself in a twist. He throws 20 bucks on the table, making things even more tense. Normally, he'd have booted him out for being rude.
I'll buy it from you for 20.
20? Are you nuts, bro?
Security jumps in, forming a shield around Les, expecting trouble.
Not as nuts as me, though, brother. Give me
You wouldn't have
man.
a clue how nutty I can be. I'm a crazy mother.
But the customer's not backing down, claiming he's capable of unpredictable actions. Les holds his ground, hinting at the security measures, saying being reckless won't end well for the troublemaker. Imposing man.
Want to get hurt today? I wouldn't be too stupid if I was you.
Buddy, so what if I jump at you?
Oh, you don't want to do that, man.
See that big gun, this mother?
As things calm down, Les gives props to the security team for keeping order. The customer, realizing the odds aren't in his favor, acknowledges the security team's lucky presence. Somewhat peaceful conclusion.
They're lucky they got you, man.
Yeah, because if we don't have him, then we got him. And if we don't have him, then we got him. And then we got 3 other mother behind you.
Ashley, a customer walks in, dead set on selling his watch.
Put his watch in here. It's worth $820.
How much you pay for it?
Made like.
No beating around the bush, he wants at least $400, claiming the watch is worth $820. Les, keeping it real, says he might pay around $7 for it, but the customer, not having it, wants an F for the watch, meaning $400.
7.
Yeah, man, tell me the truth. What'd you really pay?
Telling you the truth, man. Come on, give me 4 for this watch, man. Come on, man.
Asking for $400.
As things heat up, the customer starts yelling about having a baby on the way and struggling. Les congratulates him but sticks to his offer. The customer, frustrated, keeps pushing for $400 or even $450, raising his voice and venting about his living situation.
Carl, give me like $450 for this watch.
Why are you yelling at me?
I got a baby on the way, dog.
Congratulations.
I'm sick of living at the crib, man. Carl, give me $400 for this watch.
Then it takes a wild turn. The customer starts insulting Les, calling the place a hoe-ass place and breaking things. Security steps in, telling him to clean up his mess, but the customer's not backing down, hurling vulgarities and challenging Les.
Baby on the way, they gonna do this bull to me, dog?
You said it. I didn't say it.
Hey, give me some cash for this watch, man. 400?
No, I'm sorry.
This is a bull-ass place, man. This whole ass.
Les decides he's had enough, goes around the counter, showing he won't take any disrespect. The customer, seemingly oblivious, keeps up the aggressive act.
Les and breaking things.
Shit, dog, man. Y'all, man, it's some bull.
Excuse me. Hey, bitch, pick it up.
You call what? Hey, who the you calling a bitch?
Security tries to keep the peace, but the customer's attitude pushes Les to the edge. It's tense, like a battleground of words and emotions in the pawn shop.
He goes around the counter to take matters into his own hands.
Touch me, homie, dog. Touch me, dude. I'm out this bitch, man. Y'all, man, for real. Y'all, I'm out this bitch, dog.
Ashley's dealing with a customer who says his watch is messed up, but surprise, he doesn't have a receipt.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Not good. I got a little issue here.
What's your issue?
Bought this watch from you guys a couple days ago and it's not working.
The guy claims he dropped a bunch of cash but can't remember how much or show a receipt.
How'd you pay?
Cash?
Cash. How much did you spend?
I spent a lot of money on that thing, man.
Okay, number one, I'm not swearing at you out of respect.
Ashley, smelling something fishy, decides to play along and points out a problem with the watch. She's like, Rolex watches shouldn't have this issue. But here's the kicker. The guy throws a veiled threat, hinting at consequences if Ashley was a trained cop.
Do you wear contacts?
No.
You can see well, right?
I can see very well.
What does it say?
Now Ashley's not having it. She keeps her cool, uses her training, and delivers a swift response. A chokeslam. But she decided to play along with his games.
Come here, I'm gonna show you exactly where your Rolex is. And by the way, if you wear a tank top, I'd advise you work out some more. So come on.
The guy, realizing he underestimated the situation, backs off quickly. Message delivered. Threatening behavior won't fly in the store.
Really?
How about it? Get the off. Get the off.
A lot of people probably don't know. I'm trying.
The customer's still demanding what he thinks he paid for it, but Ashley's chill. She hands back his cash, making it clear that being confrontational won't change the outcome.
I want what I paid for.
Here you go, cash.
I want what I paid for. Bitch.
A mom and daughter storm into the shop, all worked up about a stolen ring.
Ocean has Ashley's attention.
My daughter, she stole my mama's ring. I need you to do whatever you gotta do,
But the twist is, they spill that they've got no receipt or ID. Ashley, one of the employees, catches wind of the drama and steps in. The mom's dead set on getting the ring back, but no proper paperwork is a roadblock.
How you gonna sit here and tell me? You told me you brought it here, right? Now what we gonna do?
There's nothing
what
I can do.
What the hell we gonna do?
I have to have
my mother. I want my ring.
Ashley seems to...
Ashley tries to calm things down, saying, hey, lower your voices, we're in the store. She asks the daughter about any ticket or documentation, but there's none.
Lower our voice, you're in our store. You took your grandma's ring.
Yes.
Okay, so where's your ticket?
I don't have it.
Did you press charges against your daughter for being a thief?
I'm not pressing no charges against my daughter.
Then you can't get it back.
Then Ashley throws a curveball. She asks if the mom wants to press charges against her own daughter for stealing. The mom's torn but decides against it. Problem is, no charges mean no ring without the right papers.
Somebody else that can get I'm not gonna quiet down. I'm not walking away without my damn ring.
Both mother and...
The pawn shop sticks to its guns, and both mom and daughter have to leave empty-handed. On their way out, they make a fuss, blaming the shop for involving the police. The staff stays strong, saying it's not their fault, but the daughter's actions that landed them here.
You're telling me I gotta make a police report against my daughter.
You need to get out. See, it's your daughter, not us. It's your daughter.
Yeah, you want to
get out.
Hey, get off him. That's when I get your ass home.
In the American jewelry and loan store, strange customers are pretty common. An occurrence.
Can I please get my coat? Y'all got it out here on the display.
How are you today?
Now, here's a wild one. A bold lady insists she owns the monopoly on all things pink, demanding her coat back.
Okay. I need my coat. Everybody know in the hood I rock pink. I need my coat.
An employee trying to be polite asks for the pawn ticket, but she's not having it, totally convinced that the coat is hers. This lady refuses to listen.
Can I get my coat?
How long you been going through the change of
Can I get my coat? Now get my coat. Right there. Give me my...
Then she cranks it up a notch. She calls for security, demanding the store owner. Her coat demands echoed through the place, causing a scene. Byron jumps in like a pro. Despite her loud protests, he shows her the exit, keeping the peace in the store. The owner of the store.
Out of my store. I need my coat. Never come in this bitch.
There you go.
The whole pink coat saga becomes quite the spectacle. Byron managed to toss her out while she kept on screaming for the coat that clearly wasn't hers.
No,
Coming down, y'all got my up in there.
Bring me the...
I'm rock pink. I'm a pink bitch.
The day kicks off with a grumpy customer claiming his recently bought coat shredded while he was riding. Thing is, he's got no receipt to back up his story. Person.
Just bought this coat here about a week ago. Riding down the road and the thing just shreds up. I want my money back.
Now, despite having a receipt, this guy thinks that's enough proof, ignoring the store rules. Karen, the staff on the case, stays cool and sticks to the policies. For cash.
It's a little beat up to me.
Yeah, you're telling me. I'm not very happy.
Do you have your receipt?
No. Isn't this receipt enough?
No, it's not. I need a...
The customer keeps pushing for a refund on a new coat, but Karen holds her ground, saying you need a legit receipt for any fix. Props to Karen for not letting opportunistic behavior slide. Now,
I want my money back, or I want another coat.
Can't help you unless you have a receipt.
All I want is another coat, or I want my damn...
As the talk goes on, it becomes clear. The customer's trying to pull a fast one, hoping to score another coat without proper verification. But Karen sees through it, keeping her cool and not giving in. Him? He got Karen.
How about I just take one?
Well, I don't really recommend you.
When the guy can't bend the rules his way, he gets all aggressive, hinting at causing a ruckus. Karen, though, stays calm and walks him out, stopping the situation from blowing up. That's how you handle tricky customers. Shredded to you?
I'll take this whole damn wreck.
Hold on, my man. Hold on,
I'll take this whole wreck.
Barbara and her nephew Leon hit up Seth at the American Jewelry and Loan Store, all tangled up in a TV remote drama.
Barbara. Nice to meet you.
And this is my nephew, Leon.
Hey, Leon, nice to meet you.
We buy the TV, but he got home and...
So Leon bought a TV from the pawn shop 3 months back, but guess what? No remote. Turns out he pawned it without the original clicker, and now they want a replacement.
He pawned it about 3 months ago.
Yeah, so we're up here now, and all he wants is a remote for his TV.
That's the barcode for the TV. Oh, you took the barcode off the TV. If it didn't come with it.
But Seth can't find the remote. He suggests checking the stock, but they're not having it. Frustration kicks in, and Barbara and Leon decide to make a scene, claiming the TV had a remote when pawned. Despite Seth's confusion, Barbara insists her nephew deserves a remote.
when I rebought my TV,
Yeah.
it didn't have a remote control. And I
Right.
know I pawned the TV in with the
Right.
remote control.
Right.
So
Right.
why I don't have it now?
He pawned the TV. It was a remote to
You wanna
it.
buy one?
So you give my nephew his remote. Right.
Facing potential chaos, Seth, keeping cool, decides it's time for Barbara and Leon to exit. Security steps in, escorting them out, putting an end to the chaos. Seth throws in a little note about the abundance of remotes in the store and wishes them a nice day. No doubt Seth has tolerance.
You got one back there somewhere.
I've got lots of them.
It's
You wanna
back
give
there
them the remote?
somewhere.
It's
No.
back there.
Go, yeah, so go back there.
Have a nice day.
You remote me.
Karen's at the store and things get crazy. A lady seems all chill, talking about watches.
Your eye that you want me to pull out?
I was kind of looking at some of these watches.
Did you see her? But hold up, she suddenly accuses another customer of swiping her invisible phone. Yeah, you heard it right, invisible. Karen, cool as a cucumber, questions the crazy claim. Giver is Byron's Services.
Where the hell is my phone?
Something wrong?
Yeah, my phone. I just let my. Did you take my phone? Take your phone.
Turns out no phone was missing. Karen, with a bit of sarcasm, asks if someone took her invisible phone. Drama alert. The innocent customer is just baffled. For Karen.
Get the manager. You
Don't touch me.
Calm down.
Ma'am, there was no phone.
There was. I laid my phone there.
The lady, frustrated that her trick failed, goes off. Karen unknowingly adds fuel, mentioning the end of the lady's gangster years. Boom. Emotional explosion. Knowledge of.
Yo, y'all better get this lady because I ain't got
Y'all,
nothing.
please,
Yo,
listen,
this
listen,
crazy
listen,
info.
listen.
Crazy.
Trying to chill things out, Karen tells the lady to calm down. The store, once quiet, turns into chaos. Karen's dealing with it, but man, unpredictable customers make it a wild ride. Proves a little too much.
Your gangster years is over with, baby. Calm down. You ain't gonna need that cane. Go ahead.
Karen's handling of the situation. Oof.
Man, put the cane down. Chill out. Gangster, calm down. Would you calm
You
down?
ain't that bad.
Calm down. I am.
On what seemed like an ordinary day at the shop, a quirky customer shows up at the shop claiming he wants to pawn some stuff. But get this, he's only got pictures of the items.
But I got some pictures. I don't want to bring them up here. It's cold outside.
Right.
I got this one right here.
Yeah?
Nice little clock.
Seth, being the sharp guy, quickly spots something fishy. Those pics look like they're straight from the internet. Sus, right? Well, Seth ain't playing around and says, no way I'm giving you a quote without checking the real deal.
How much are you looking for?
I'm looking about $500.
I can't quote without seeing the actual merchandise because just because you have a picture of it doesn't really mean that.
The customer wants a $500 quote, but Seth is like, hold up, I need to see the actual stuff. Now Seth's on point. He knows pics can be deceiving, but the customer won't budge, and Seth's suspicion grows. Without checking the goods, Seth says, no quote for you.
You interested?
I'm interested.
But you can't quote me what I'm gonna get though?
No, it's just a picture. I don't know exactly what you're going to be bringing in. I don't know if it's metal. I don't know if it's paper. I don't know if it's just a painting. I don't know.
But the customer's persistent, not showing the item. Seth's had enough, and he calls in Byron to show the guy the door. Byron, following Seth's lead, kicks the guy out.
Get the quote?
No, sir. You're wasting my time and your time now, so bring it in.
You know what?
What?
You.
Have a nice day.
Man. What you want to do? Do you?
Come on, do it. Do it. Say hello to the bag now.
One more time.
I'll call my experts in.
Okay.
No problem.
Welcome back to our channel, guys.
No, let's go. Let me go. Let me go, man. Let me go.
I need my money.
What you so mad for? Go ahead.
Man, they took my money, man.
Today, we've got a wild ride for you on Hardcore Pawn with some idiots. Get ready for a roller coaster of laughs, absurdity, and unexpected turns on this episode of Hardcore Pawn, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary.
Man, ridiculous, man.
Body slam. A man brings heavy vibes into the pawn shop, sharing his grandma's passing and hoping to trade a ring for rent money. Ashley adds a sprinkle of sympathy, making the somber moment oddly endearing.
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
No?
My grandma just passed.
I'm sorry.
Ashley rains on the customer's parade, revealing the ring's lack of godliness. Frustration brews, and Ashley suggests pawning everything but the kitchen sink. The struggle for value turns into a financial comedy sketch.
It's not real gold.
So you saying basically y'all set up here and waste my time talking to you?
You don't waste your time.
Ashley, usually the pawn queen, battles a customer storm. The ring debate escalates into a shouting match.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
What you mean? What you
I'm
mean?
trying to help you solve your issue.
Lower your voice.
The customer wants quiet. Ashley wants value. The result? Pawn shop opera in full swing.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't put your finger in my face. Don't put your finger in my face.
Enter Byron, the pawn superhero. Ashley's yelling fest transforms into a tag team wrestling match.
No, let's go. Man, let me go. Let me go, man. Let me go. Bitch, I'll be back.
Byron takes center stage, slamming the customer out the door like a disgruntled WWE star.
Let me go. Man, y'all got me.
It's a pawn shop drama with a security twist.
People come in my face all the time and people like scream at me. Nobody's ever touched me.
A $3 bill.
Hi, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm looking for a watch, maybe about $100. I got $100 to spend.
Well, 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 look at this drama unfolding in our favorite pawn shop. A woman struts in like she owns the place. The owner, trying to impress her, showcases some bling, and she's all ears. It's like a weird dance of possessions.
That's really pretty.
It's really
Looks
pretty.
good on you.
That was 100.
100. I'll take it.
Okay.
Things are heating up. The woman, feeling all high and mighty, wants the pricey watch. Negotiations are on, and after some back and forth, she says yes. Cash time, right? Wrong.
Now we add tax on that. It's gonna be 106.
All right. Here.
Hold up, the plot twist is here. She pulls out a gift card worth $100 and thinks she's the queen of the pawn palace. The owner's face? Priceless. She's like, lady, are you serious?
These are not our gift cards.
What would you call it? It
These
says
are
preferred customer.
No snap. The owner ain't buying it. He accuses the gift card of being faker than a $3 bill. Trauma alert. The woman's in denial, insisting it's legit. This is better than a soap opera.
Apply $100 on it. That is not our gift card.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a full-blown showdown. The owner versus the woman. It's like a bad reality show. She's trying to swipe that card. He's not having it. Cue the verbal fireworks.
Okay, I'm not about to lose.
Hold on
all
one
right?
second. Let me explain this
I'm
to her.
not about to lose. I want the watch. Turn around and swipe.
The tension is thick, and so is the irony. The woman's yelling, the owner's smirking. It's like a comedy sketch gone wrong. This fight is going in circles, and I'm here for it.
You the ugliest two sisters I've ever seen in my life.
Finally, someone with common sense. The owner kicks her out like he's escorting a misbehaving guest from a party. She's asking for directions like she's lost. Well, she kind of is, lost in her own questionable choices.
No, I'm gonna get my money.
Hey, Byron, show her where the money's at.
My money.
He's gonna show you where the money's at.
As she's thrown out, she's hollering about fraud and wanting her money back. Lady, you tried to pull a fast one, and now you're left with nothing but echoes of your failed scam. Better luck next time, or not.
Go ahead.
Man, they took my money, man. Somebody want $100.
Penguin generator guest. Well, folks, here we're witnessing a bizarre episode at the local electrical supply store. A guy waltzed in reassembling a penguin on a skateboard, rocking mismatched socks and a Hawaiian shirt that screams lost bet. The shopkeeper's expression? Priceless, my friends.
Generators are simple to use, my man.
It doesn't run out of electricity or nothing, though, does it?
Hold on to your hats. Our penguin skater is on a mission for a generator because his house is in the dark. And get this.
You want to generate electricity,
yeah,
right? That's what a generator does. So all you do, open up the gas can.
He needs power for his rare rubber ducks. The shopkeeper, baffled as if an alien just offered him moon rocks, points to the generators. But wait, our penguin is more lost than a fish in a chess game. Round 2 of generator education, anyone?
Could I take it to my house and see if it'll work?
What?
Like, go to my house.
We don't allow you to try it out at home.
After a reluctant re-explanation, our penguin's eyes light up, as if witnessing a magic trick or realizing he only has $500.
It says 900, but I don't have 900.
What do you have?
I only got like 5.
500?
Yeah.
Negotiation time, folks. It's like a Shakespearean drama with more dramatic moves than a game of charades at a circus.
This is ridiculous, dude. I mean, I'm overpaying for it. I only got 5. You ain't gonna help me?
If you want to buy this, I'd be more than happy to sell it to you.
Just when you think a deal is in the works, our penguin suggests a home trial. Will the generator vibe with his living room? Shopkeeper's not having it, thinking he's in a reality TV prank.
You want to buy it or not?
I want to borrow it at least.
Borrow it?
What the f work?
Give me $700. You can borrow it indefinitely.
Cue the chaos. Security guards swoop in, dragging our penguin out like a grumpy rock star exiting the stage.
Oh, you want to bet?
Excuse me.
Have a good day, sir.
Hell no. No.
Have a good day, sir.
No.
And there he goes, leaving the bewildered shopkeeper questioning the sanity of humanity. Who knew buying a generator could be this wild?
Man, I ain't never come back to this ass store.
Promise?
Yeah, I promise. You
Thank
promise?
you.
Gun desk. Today at the pawn shop, a lady brought in a mysterious desk that moonlights as a gun desk. A desk with a concealed firearm. She's clueless about its value, but is selling it like a quirky antiquity. If danger strikes, just push the button and file your stress away.
Where in the world did you get this?
I got it in an estate sale. I was just looking for a nice little desk to put a guest book on.
Apparently, the lady got this gun desk from an estate sale, thinking it was just a cute desk for a guest book. The seller's reaction? He's seen hidden guns in everything. Swords, canes, cameras, but a gun-disguised desk? It's like 007's DIY project gone wrong.
You're really not going to stop anybody if you shoot them in the thigh with a small 22 like that.
Well, it's not even a regular 22. It's a 22 short or something it looks like.
The pawnshop seller, baffled by the antique gun desk, insists on a buddy inspection to verify its age. The buyer, eager for the coolest desk ever, is like, where's the gun though? Antique furniture shopping meets gun control comedy.
This thing is a gun. You press there's the trigger. That falls down, hits the hammer. The bullet flies out this way.
The second seller is utterly perplexed by the gun desk, questioning its practicality. He's pondering who would buy a tiny desk with a hidden firearm. Meanwhile, the buyer's probably thinking, well, it's the perfect desk for a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek.
The other thing is, I don't know how old this thing is.
The seller delves into firearm logistics, explaining the pre-1898 loophole and the concealed weapon twist. Meanwhile, the buyer's probably regretting not majoring in antique desk forensics.
Okay, it's one to have a gun, but now you have a concealed weapon because it's a hidden gun. Have you had it apart?
Yes.
The seller navigates the murky waters of antique gun regulations. The buyer, eager for a legal loophole, contemplates turning the gun desk into a non-threatening relic. Antique buyer drama at its finest.
Thanks for bringing it in.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really wish I could have bought this because the odds of another gun desk coming in here are slim to none.
Super Bowl ring. Walked into the pawn shop like a Super Bowl champ flaunting a ring fit for the football gods. The seller's dreaming of a touchdown deal at $22,000. But he's ready to settle for $19,500 because even champions negotiate in the end zone.
I'm looking to get anywhere from like $22,000 to $21,000 for the ring, but if $19,500 was to hit it, I'd take it.
The seller got the ring from a forgetful wide receiver deal. It's from Super Bowl 39, and despite the shop owner's dislike for the Patriots, he acknowledges their success. An issue with the ring's mark is noted.
If this Super Bowl ring is the real McCoy, it's worth tens of thousands of dollars. But a hand-engraved manufacturer's mark just doesn't seem right to me.
The pawnshop worker, with a quirky habit of hoarding Super Bowl rings, scrutinizes the suspect engraving on the Patriots ring. The seller's mid-20s price tag meets skepticism as the shop owner delays, realizing this ring's authenticity quest might need more detective work than expected.
I'm gonna have to get somebody in here because it just doesn't look right. I want to do a little bit more research, so we'll get this thing figured out.
The seller's nervous about the big bucks, defending the ring's authenticity with player credibility. The pawnshop worker, still skeptical, calls in an expert, and in walks Jeremy, the ring detective, ready for some bling investigation.
Now, rings that are given to players are far more valuable than if they're given to a front office staff member or something.
The expert, dropping knowledge on the 04 Patriots ring, relishes Eagles' losses. He educates on the ring's bling, emphasizing player rings' value, and highlights the counterfeit struggle. The pawnshop now has a sports memorabilia professor.
Usually you would see that not only in a different location, but it looks to be actually hand engraved rather than actually out of the machine.
The expert dissects the Jostens mystery, noting hand engraving and unique features. Despite the unconventional markings, he vouches for the ring's legitimacy. The 04 Patriots bling gets a 100% authenticity seal, and the pawn shop rejoices in a victory for sports memorabilia truth.
They actually had to have somebody laser engrave each and every ring. So this ring is 100% legit, and it's pretty awesome.
Sweet.
The appraisal moment arrives, and the expert places the 04 Patriots ring in the high demand category, estimating it between $30,000 to $35,000.
Super Bowl rings from players such as this sell from about $30,000 to $35,000.
Nice, nice.
The seller, aware of economic woes, starts at $22,000, but the pawn shop owner, considering the long wait, bargains at $18,000. Negotiations roll with a counteroffer of $21,000, reminding the seller you don't have anything like this in your showcase. The ring dance continues.
I go 21. You don't have anything like this in your showcases. I know you have a Patriots ring, but you don't have that Patriots ring.
After intense haggling, the 04 Patriots ring lands in the pawn shop owner's possession for $20,000 cash. Family banter erupts over the new addition, turning it into a $20,000 paperweight threat. The ring battlefield unfolds.
I'll give you 20 grand.
Pass.
20 grand. Cash. $100 bills. Just because I need a Super Bowl ring for every one of my fingers. Deal.
Deal.
All right.
German spy camera. At the start, the speaker enters a pawn shop and introduces the item, a 1950s German spy camera reminiscent of something out of Inspector Gadget. The brief mention of Inspector Gadget adds a touch of intrigue and playfulness to the scene.
So how's it work? You adjust these little dials here depending on what you're trying to take your photo of.
The focus shifts to the camera itself, identified as a Minox 3. The speaker highlights its compact size, likening to a cigarette lighter.
If you give a 10-year-old a camera and say it's not just a camera, it's a spy camera, it probably got you out of your parents' hair for a couple hours a day. Oh, yeah.
The customer expresses the purpose of their visit to sell the 1950s Minox 3 spy camera. The stated price expectation is around $150, indicating the perceived value of the vintage device.
With all this on there, it makes it completely illegal for me to have anything to do with it.
Chopper loan negotiation.
So how can I help you? Yes,
I got this.
I can help him.
I got it. How do you think you know more about silver than I do?
I know how to price it. I know exactly how to.
In a high-stakes confrontation at a jewelry counter, emotions flare as two individuals argue over expertise. Tensions rise with each claim about pricing silver, creating a chaotic scene.
$30,001.
No, it's not the $1.
30 grand.
I'd like to say yes.
Listen, 40 or 20. Let's flip a coin.
The scene shifts to a pawn shop where negotiations over a custom-made chopper motorcycle take center stage. The owner seeks a loan, facing financial struggles and desperate circumstances.
What are you doing?
What you got?
See if I can get a loan on my chopper. It's a 113 motor. The motor alone was $7,000.
The stakes rise as a coin flip determines the fate of a $20,000 loan for the chopper. The tension escalates, showcasing the unpredictability of financial decisions and the impact on the customer's life.
I've seen a lot of motorcycles come in here, but I've never seen one like this.
Okay. I need about $10,000.
The focus shifts to the custom chopper's specifications and sentimental value, highlighting the emotional connection due to the brothers' craftsmanship. The negotiation becomes a delicate balance of compassion and financial reality.
On a loan, about $5,000.
Paying off both or?
5,000. I'll go 5,500.
All right.
Deal. All right, we'll get you
luck.
5,500.
The episode concludes with a deal struck at $5,500 for the motorcycle. Despite falling short of the initial request, there's a glimmer of hope for the customer, bringing a mix of relief and uncertainty. Misguided price pursuit.
Look at that.
Is it real? Well, you gotta pull this. Pull that. Try pulling that.
I wonder how much that is.
You got nothing.
Two black women enter a pawn shop and discover a game machine. Excitement turns to disappointment as they realize it's for entertainment only, not for winning real prizes.
This is a toy.
That's a toy.
It's a toy.
This is here for the manager.
I'm the manager. You're not gonna get it.
The atmosphere intensifies as the women express their displeasure, demanding a prize from the machine. The situation escalates and the guard steps in to address the misunderstanding.
Let's go out. Let's go. Well, just keep walking, man. Keep walking.
Don't tell me what's going on. Come on. Y'all out of order.
The conflict peaks as the women continue to argue for a manager's intervention. The guard ultimately expels them from the pawn shop, concluding the incident. Bubble hockey.
Bubble hockey.
Detroit Classic. I'm thinking $2,500.
How much did you pay for it 10 years ago?
$3,500.
A pawn shop encounter unfolds as a customer eyes a bubble hockey game. Negotiations kick off with the customer seeking $2,500, but the pawnbroker questions the value.
Under $1,000.
Maybe we work out a little game, winner gets the price.
900 if you win, 500 if I win.
Oh, can't do it.
The negotiation continues with the pawnbroker proposing a lower price, suggesting a gaming duel to determine the final cost. The customer hesitates, seeking a higher amount.
$100 out of this thing.
16 you win, 400 I win.
All right, I win $1,600.
The game begins and the customer dominates the bubble hockey match, securing a convincing victory. The pawnbroker acknowledges the expertise and adjusts the evaluation accordingly.
Let's go.
I know I'm gonna win this bet.
These aren't those $1,200 ones?
The conclusion sees the pawnbroker acknowledging the high value of the game, recognizing it as a genuine classic worth $2,500. The customer prepares to complete the transaction. Wrestling trunk triumph.
We have a champion item for you today.
I think I got your new bathing suit over here.
I don't think that's my size or my style.
The episode presents champion-level memorabilia, wrestling trunks worn by Titus O'Neal during Money in the Bank. Banter between the pawn shop staff sets a light-hearted tone.
Well, these are wrestling trunks.
Okay, are they worth anything?
So where did you guys get these?
From a buddy of mine shortly after the show.
Negotiations unfold as the seller details the trunk's origin, worn by Titus O'Neal and his college football background. Price discussions ensue, involving humor and strategic bargaining.
Oh, how much are you looking to get?
1,800.
Are they worth that?
What do you think about 800?
What about 14?
Money at $1,000. Go for it.
You have a deal.
All right.
The negotiation reaches a climax as Chumley proposes $800, leading to an amusing wrestling-themed banner. The final agreement settles at $1,000, and the seller agrees to the deal.
Right. And you sure this is like real and everything?
Yeah.
But you're sure they're real?
110%.
Concerns about authentication arise, with reassurance that the trunks are genuine. Rick, the pawn shop owner, decides to break even on the purchase and seeks dinner in return.
I'm gonna go look at stuff I understand.
I thought you might want to put this back in your collection.
Absolutely. It was my first WWE Championship match, and I won the Tag Team Championship.
Titus O'Neal makes a surprise entrance at the restaurant, sharing the backstory of the trunks and their historical significance. The emotional reunion adds a personal touch to the transaction.
We bought them for $1,000, so if you just let me break even and give me dinner, I'm good.
Got my little black bag and everything. Look at that.
The episode concludes with Titus O'Neal expressing gratitude, and the pawn shop staff excitedly anticipates dinner. The atmosphere remains lighthearted, emphasizing the unique experiences of the pawn shop. Gunfire and negotiation.
And it was handed through the generations to me.
What are you trying to get out of it?
I'm looking for $50K.
50,000.
50,000.
Corey introduces Alex to Craig, who has a fascinating antique wheel lock gun. The guys are amazed by its rarity and history, and Alex is about to share some cool facts.
Man, this is stunning. Dating from about 1600s.
I've never seen anything like it before, but he's asking $50,000.
Alex dives into the history of the wheel lock, revealing it's a German-made firearm from the 1600s. Craig is nervously considering a $50,000 price tag. Alex suggests a test at the range.
Yeah, this is special. I love this wheel lock.
And you still want 50 grand for it?
Absolutely.
After research, Alex discovers that the gun belonged to a Prince Archbishop's personal guard. The guys head to the range for a nerve-wracking but successful test, and Craig's asking price is discussed.
Nice!
What do you think it's worth now?
I think it's $40,000.
In a quirky twist, Corey notices devil emoji targets for a gun designed to protect a Prince Archbishop. The gun fires impressively, and Alex estimates its value at $40,000.
Not as easily as I could do 30.
I would go 32.5.
We'll lose it over that. We'll do 32.5.
The negotiation begins with Corey expressing admiration for the unique gun. After some back and forth, they settle on $32,500, striking a deal for the exceptional wheel lock gun. Churchill letter. A historical dealer brings a Winston Churchill letter to the pawn shop. The seller's writing? Not so great. But hey, it's Churchill, and the drama begins.
I have a Winston S. Churchill typed letter signed. Okay.
A quirky twist. Churchill wrote to a food writer about a paperweight from Benjamin Disraeli. The pawn shop team dives into the historical circus, paperweights and all. Enter Steve, the expert, unraveling the mystery of Churchill's signature. The magnification saga begins, complete with ink flow discussions and hilarious attempts to decipher the genius's handwriting. A surprise appearance by a 1968 Jack Kevorkian Volkswagen van shakes things up. The chopper deal is done, but now Churchill's letter gets a comedic price tag dance. Negotiations, magnifications, and laughs galore.
The thing I do like about this is it's got the writing on it, and I would put the value at the high end of that scope, so probably about $1,500.
The final act, the pawn shop owner, a smooth talker, bargains down to $1,200. The deals are sealed and everyone heads off with laughs, paperweights, and probably a newfound appreciation for historical handwriting challenges.
I think 1,200 sounds good.
All right, it's a deal.
Thank you, Mr. Harrison.
Meet you right over there. We'll do some paperwork.
Goofball. Our tale kicks off with a grinning goofball strutting into a watch shop, exuding joy like he just hit the jackpot. His guest snagged the ultimate timepiece. The shop's proprietor, eyes sparkling with mischief, unveils a watch that could outshine Big Ben. Our hero, wide-eyed like a kid in a candy store, marvels, "Wow," treating it like a time-traveling marvel. But oh snap, it's tagged at a hefty $75. Cold, hard cash, not Monopoly money. Undeterred, our bold hero eyeballs another watch, a jaw-dropping $599. His face? Priceless shock. Unfazed, he blurts, "Yes, I want it!" Then comes the knee slapper. He pulls out a crumbled $2 bill. The shopkeeper holds back laughter, educates him. "That's $2,000, sir."
It's a $2 bill.
Okay, and it's worth $2,000.
You can practically see the gears in the guy's noggin spinning, desperately seeking a way out. "Anyone up for a cash exchange?" he suggests, madness twinkling in his eyes. The shopkeeper, smelling trouble, hesitates, perhaps a financial genius or a victim of too many cartoons. In a wild finale, our hero, with a mischievous grin, hurls absurd insults like, "You're chunky with a giraffe-like neck." The bewildered shopkeeper calls in the guard. Enter the guard, booting out the funny guy, leaving the shop in stitches.
Hey, have a good day.
Big Mouth is hungry.
Unexpected drama. Strap in for a wild pawn shop ride. A lady steals the spotlight, but surprise, Mr. Sneaky tiptoes in for a bear hug, sparking unexpected drama. Gasps echo as the leading lady jumps, but it's just a playful fella.
Great day in American jewelry.
Laughter erupts. Who knew a pawn shop could be a comedy club? In this 6-second snippet, the pawn shop transforms into a stage for unexpected antics, surprising and delighting in this unlikely comedy setting.
Great day in American jewelry. What can I say?
In the chaotic shop hustle, a dude flaunts a watch that could fund a small country. The shopkeeper, hungry for a bargain, attempts a haggling dance. But Mr. Watch Wizard wants stacks on stacks.
I came over to sell a beautiful watch. Okay? Tell me a little about it.
Cue the dramatic moment as the shopkeeper grabs him, yelling, "Hold up, time traveler!" Suspense builds as they investigate. Is it legit or a fancy imposter? Get ready for the ticking truth.
So, can you come back in about an hour? No problem. Perfect. I'll see you in about an hour. Thank you.
Picture our man playing Sherlock, sneakily starting the girl checking the watch. Instead of screams, laughter erupts. A mischievous symphony until the fun police arrive. An authoritative figure sternly commands, "Stop right there." Giggles turn into awkward coughs. Lesson learned. Messing with the timepiece police is no joke. They keep the watch world in check.
Somebody had it open. You can see how screwed up they made those screws. Someone did have it open? You can see.
Business clash. A dramatic drama unfolds as Mark, introducing himself, seeks business from the owner. Tension builds with background music, setting the stage for unexpected confrontations.
Clearwater, Florida, but I have family up here in Northville, and we're starting a towing company, recovery, impounding.
Mark pitches his towing business, convinced it's a better venture. The owner, unimpressed, rejects the offer, leading to a clash of perspectives and business philosophies.
Well, things happen. We don't have that problem because we have fences around the building.
The owner dismisses Mark's proposal, asserting control over his domain.
Well, I'm going to give you some paperwork to sign.
I wouldn't sign anything because I don't need your services.
The comedy irony emerges as Mark persists, unaware of the futility of his attempts to sway the determined owner. The owner bluntly shuts down Mark's pitch, labeling it a shakedown.
Listen. No, you listen. You are not coming into my business and trying to shake me down.
The dialogue becomes increasingly heated, with the owner refusing to entertain the supposed business opportunity.
What would you call it?
I call it a business opportunity.
I'm not interested.
Mark's exit is met with firm warnings from the owner. The situation ends humorously with a comment on Mark's nice car, injecting a light note after intense confrontations.
I'll be back.
If I were you, I wouldn't come back.
Whatever.
The gym brawl. So watch this hulking bodybuilder guy, all muscles and bravado, strutting into a pawn shop with this wrecked workout thing that looked like it went through a blender. He was like a peacock on protein, thinking he set up a magic muscle worm. The shopkeeper, a guy with a face as serious as a freshly waxed dumbbell, raised an eyebrow at the smashed up widget on the counter.
Just a couple days ago, it don't work, now it's broken.
Check out this masterpiece, our bodybuilder buddy declared, pointing dramatically at his broken workout thing. It's so messed up. I swear it's doing reverse squats by itself. The shopkeeper, squinting at the wreckage, deadpan. Reverse squats, huh? Must be the newest gym craze.
This thing obviously couldn't handle.
But our muscle hero was not giving up. Leaning over the counter, he claimed, "I want my money back." Comedy show than a workout. The shopkeeper, trying not to crack a smile, said, "Well, it's a one-of-a-kind piece, guaranteed to break the ice at any gym."
Got you. Bring a few more. All we needed was two.
all y'all out.
Our muscle dude flailed around, still demanding his refund like a sad, deflated balloon. The pawn shop went back to normal. The art of negotiation. So let's see this guy walking into a pawn shop, allowing him to be the next big art dealer with a painting put away under his arm. He's giving off major, "I'm gonna hit the jackpot" vibes. The shopkeeper, with a sneaky grace of a cat burglar, checks out the painting like it's the Mona Lisa 2.0. Our confident guy also spins this wild tale about how the painting formerly belonged to Napoleon's pet goldfish, or some other crazy story.
So what you got?
I've got a painting from Peter Max.
An original painting?
Well, I got into a silent auction.
The shopkeeper, poker-faced like a pro, goes, intriguing. You can virtually see dollar signs in his eyes as he dreams of making a fortune. Now comes the big moment. Confident guy bravely says, "I want $3,000 for this masterpiece."
Let's see if she can close a deal.
Yeah, what is the bottom line?
3,000.
No way.
The shopkeeper, still all mysterious and cool, smirks and says, "I can do 1,500, or you can hit the road."
1,500 and we got a deal.
It's like a Western showdown, but with money instead of guns. It's a take-it-or-leave-it situation. The confident guy, looking a bit less sure of himself, decides to pull a classic move, pretending to discuss it with his imaginary art expert friend. Maybe it's an unnoticeable chum with an art degree. While our hero is deep in discussion with his invisible art critic, the shopkeeper, beaming like a Cheshire cat, decides to up the figure.
I know there's a market for it.
So $1,500 I think is pretty good. They need to take the money and run.
He counts out $1,500, slams it on the counter as if to say, "Take the cash and run, chum," or say farewell to the deal of a lifetime.
1,500.
All right.
In the end, the confident guy, now looking further confused than confident, grabs the cash and virtually sprints out of the shop. And that is how a pawn shop turned into a comedy stage, starring Mr. Confident, the mysterious shopkeeper, and an oil with a Napoleon-connected goldfish. Art, my friends, might be priceless, or at least worth $1,500.
Peter Max.
Seat showdown comedy. In a strange pawn shop turned into an airplane seat sale, things got wild when a gutsy and unusual woman decided to turn the whole event into a comedy show. Picture her like a sneaky cat strolling over to a chair and ignoring the "don't sit" sign as if it were garbage. It was as if your rebellious grandma suddenly took center stage, tossing caution and posters to the wind. Then in comes the lady running the shop, armed with politeness and a simple request for the lady to give up the seat. Little did she know she was about to get into a funny showdown with our cool and calm customer. The woman, looking super confident and mischievous, said, "Just let me be," treating the chair like her personal throne.
Okay, these are for sale. We don't have like a trial and error.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to buy them. I'm just trying to try them out.
As if that was not funny enough, the secret guards jumped into the blend. The shopkeeper, determined to bring order back, tried nicely to get the bold woman out of her comfy spot. But our fearless main character was not having it, bravely declaring, "You cannot make me move."
And what you can do is leave me the alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then comes the guard trying to lift her off the seat. Suddenly, there's a big scene. The woman, now a pro at making a show, indicted the guard of bothering her and indeed threw in the surprise of claiming it was sexual harassment. The pawn shop turned into a stage for a solo performance, with our main character making up the script on the spot.
No, thank you. No, you can get your hand off. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off.
But the comedy did not stop there. Wanting to leave with a bang, our leading lady dramatically fell to the bottom, blaming the confused guard for pushing her. The shop, once a place for buying and selling, turned into a theater for a funny play where reality and silliness conflicted in the most hilarious way.
Girl, you pushed me.
What? I didn't touch. Did I touch you?
And just like that, the woman in the pawn shop left everyone. Guard, shopkeeper, and onlookers scratching their heads, wondering if they had just witnessed the craziest pawn shop show ever.
I'm not going anywhere.
Do whatever you want.
And we can have a staring contest.
Joe Sofa Saga. In a pawn shop full of weird and wonderful things, a guy named Joe was on a mission for the perfect SETI. The man was on a tight budget, but his bullishness was as high as his hopes of chancing a hidden treasure among the fine furniture.
Well, here's the deal. I just moved from New Jersey, my wife and I. We just bought a house, and she sent me here. She said, see what you can pick up.
Perfect. Let's find some.
He spotted a couch that looked like it had been through a lot. The man with a hopeful look asked the shopkeeper if they could clean it before he bought it. Little did the man know, this couch had a history. Spills, stains, and all sorts of weird stuff. The shopkeeper, trying not to burst into laughter, convinced the man it was a great deal without mentioning the hidden surprises.
So inexpensive, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, that's nasty.
Not giving up, the man confidently sat on the couch, comparing the dirt on it to his shoes.
I'll tell you what, my shoes are cleaner than this couch.
Then don't buy it.
With a serious face, he said, I'm pretty sure my shoes are cleaner than this thing. He even tried to make a deal, $200 for the not-so-great couch.
$397.77.
Really? Well, I only got $200.
It was a deal only Joe could find reasonable in the world of craziness. The real laughter started when this man, without thinking much, joked that if the couch were the shopkeeper's daughter, she must be a nasty one. The line between funny and awkward was getting blurry.
We had a reupholster and I gave it to Ashley.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that your daughter?
That's my daughter.
She must be nasty, too.
Out of the blue, a guard, called in by the offended shopkeeper, rushed in like a superhero. Joe was lifted off the couch and thrown out of the store, leaving everyone laughing.
Man. Yeah. Walk out. Walk out, my man.
The pawn shop adventure had ended, but the story of Joe and the not-so-clean couch was sure to be a tale told with giggles and grins for years to come.
Yes, sir.
I'll go someplace else.
That's the dirty D right there, baby.
Comic pawn shop confrontation. Okay, a man is coming towards the shop. Wait, what? Is he coming to have something from the pawn shop? The man asking about her daughter means how creepy it is.
Hello, I need to pick up some stuff for my daughter.
Is it in pawn?
Yes, ma'am.
Laughter begins. Everyone around is intrigued to know what had happened to this man. Oh, another man entered into the argument. Let's see what would happen. Man accusing the shop owners of stealing. How crazy this man is, constantly accusing them of being thieves.
No, I want the stuff.
Yeah, but without the ticket, we can't give it to you.
The man is constantly infuriating them and sees he has come out the carbon. Who knows what will be the end of this nonsense fight? Oh, they're about to have the piercing argument.
I'm here, I want the stuff now. And what's he gonna do?
The man called the guard to throw him out, but see, the man is not in control. He is constantly arguing and challenging them without knowing the fact of the danger he's really in. Oh God, he's challenging the massive guard! The guard stopped him and said, "Don't touch me," but the man was not understanding.
Hey, I ain't scared of him!
Is he serious?
Calling his death to come earlier. The guard, in his fur, sent the man out. The really funny moment for all because the stupid man in his arguments really put him into account.
Hey, you can't get... Hey, I want my stuff! I tell you what, big boy! Hey!
Battle for sanity. Well, folks, take a look at the pawn shop's front yard. It's like a bustling highway out there. The crowd has formed a lane longer than my grandma's stories. And guess what? The sanity levels are off the charts. It's like a contest for who can stay the sanest. Now, hold your horses because here comes the geniuses. These folks are more interested in the pawn shop than a cat in a laser light show.
Well, he's from California. Look at all these idiots.
They've gathered like it's the grand opening of the Pawn Shop Olympics. What's the big attraction, you ask? Maybe they're expecting a magic show, or perhaps the pawn shop secretly giving away free wisdom. Or, here's a wild thought, they're gearing up for a full-scale aggression mission against the poor souls inside. Watch out, world, we've got a pawn shop revolution on our hands. Stay tuned and remember, in the pawn shop chaos, sanity reigns supreme. Good luck, brave souls.
That's not.
Clueless heist hijinks. Well, howdy there, folks. We've got a Lone Ranger in the pawn shop, sipping on his secret drink like he's the king of mystery. Little does he know, he's the star of a hidden camera show. Talk about being clueless and camera shy. Hold your horses. Looks like our man might be plotting some grand heist, doing his best Sherlock impression. He's scouting the joint, probably trying to find the perfect spot for his not-so-genius plan. But wait, he's still in the game. What on earth is he searching for in the pawn shop? Maybe lost treasure for his car keys? The suspense is killing me. Oh dear, he's now at the other counter. This fella is like a headless chicken wandering around without a purpose. Somebody give him a map or a snack at least. Buckle up, folks. Our wannabe detective just upgraded to a full-blown thief. Watch him waltzing around planning the perfect crime, and bingo! He pulls off a smooth exit, leaving the scene like he just won a game of hide-and-seek. Hold your belly laughs, our genius thief is back on camera, sneakily hiding his loot in his trousers. Smooth moves, my friend, smooth moves. And there he goes, strolling out of the pawn shop like he's won the lottery. Thinks he's the mastermind of the century, leaving behind a trail of stolen goods and a whole lot of laughs. What a character. Antique computers.
Have a good day. You wonderful. So much. You too.
Two tech-savvy grandpas strut into a pawn shop, seeking a fortune for antique computers. Instead, they're hit with a vintage rejection.
Bastards, you can't give me a
When one grandpa clumsily breaks a computer, he pulls a move straight from the sitcom handbook. Accidental comedy at its finest.
Now you should have that. Put it in the
Oops, one grandpa accidentally smashes a computer, blaming the seller. He theatrically tosses it toward the dumpster, thinking it's a mic drop moment. The seller, the true comedy connoisseur, chuckles at the failed dramatic exit. Here comes the queen of sass. A lady emerges roasting the old hillbillies and offering them an A-grade exit. She declares her reign over Detroit toughness and leaves them pondering a future career in comedy security. Cue laughter. Exit stage left. Ex-couple.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm actually looking to pawn these 2 watches.
In a pawn shop, a young couple walked in to sell 2 watches. Ashley, the shop owner, greeted them.
You guys dating, married?
Was engaged, but not anymore.
When she asked about their relationship, the boy explained they used to be engaged, but are now exes because both of them cheated on each other.
Okay, so you want to sell them, correct?
Yes.
And how much were you looking for?
Despite their turbulent exchange, Ashley inquired about the watch's value.
This one I am not interested in because we don't take this brand.
You don't take that brand?
Ashley noticed the watch's flaws, and when the girl mentioned a particular brand, the boy claimed it was fake.
You are more than welcome, to leave that here and we can send it out to get the crystal replaced.
As Ashley attempted to facilitate the watch sale, the ex-couple's argument escalated.
No, what's she talking
We ain't got all day.
No, you weren't. Shut up.
The situation took an unexpected turn.
You never had no life before me.
I won't.
You never had no life before me.
Girl slapped the boy, turning the pawn shop into a battleground of emotions.
Had no life before me.
Let's go.
Let me go.
Let's go.
Let me go.
The situation escalated post-slap as the boy, fueled by anger, forcefully dragged the girl outside.
I walk outside and the lady comes back for her watches. I wish you luck.
Ashley returned the watches to girl by going toward them and wishes them good luck. Shark costume. A fantastic character, half man, half shark, enters a pawn shop.
Yeah, I'm a professional mascot during the daytime. At night, I'm a dancer.
Claiming to be a daytime mascot and a nighttime dance sensation.
$800, that's all I want.
This guy is so bizarre.
Les, skeptical, questions the shark man about his $900 financial request, leaving the room stunned.
Don't they have those in Halloween costume stores?
Les dismisses an awesome shark costume as a Halloween costume, but Rick takes it on, turning the pawn shop into a makeshift underwater comedy club, despite Ashley's rejects due to an unpleasant odor.
See? It works. $800.
Les, a pawn shop owner, is captivated by a customer who demands $800.
You're missing a speeder.
Oh my God.
But when he reveals his naked self, Les's jaw drops.
Hey, where's Ashley going with the naked guy?
Tom, between amusement and disbelief, Les performs the quickest eviction in pawn shop history, leaving the customer high and dry. Ching Chong TV.
Girlfriend's about to fly back home without me. I have no money. It's the only way I'm gonna be able to go.
Right.
I want $200 for it.
200 for that?
A hat-wearing kid strolls into a pawn shop, hoping to score $200 for his TV. The seller, feeling frugal, counters with a generous $15.
What brand is that?
Ching Chong.
The boy, trying to lighten the mood, drops a Ching Chong brand joke, turning a place into a comedy club for skeptical sellers.
200 for that? Yeah, never gonna happen. 13-inch TVs, I sell them for $15.
Our persistent TV peddler keeps pushing for more cash for his 13-inch marvel, but the savvy seller sticks to his guns at $15.
Come on, please. I don't want to get stuck in a tray.
The boy, desperate to impress his TV-loving girlfriend, gets sadder than a clown without his makeup.
Girlfriend's about to fly back home without me. I have no money. It's the only way I'm gonna be able to go.
Right.
I want $200 for it.
200 for that?
The seller, unamused, directs him out, ensuring love won't cost him more than $15 today. In a fit of frustration, our TV tosser storms out, giving the shop a kicking and throwing his TV into a dumpster like it's a basketball shot gone wrong. The seller, shaken but not stirred, mutters, "Idiot," and commands him to exit.
You're gonna make me leave?
Pretty much.
Get the f out of here. Get off my property.
Asserting his control over the TV-tossing theatrics. It's a dumpster-diving comedy masterpiece in 3 acts. Brain, not brawn.
I got a loan on my wife's ring.
Yeah?
And when I first started coming here, I got a VIP card. I got more on the loan. Now you guys put me to a gold card, and I get nothing out of it.
A bald customer, frustrated over a loan on his wife's ring, seeks resolution from the manager over a VIP card upgrade and the perceived lack of benefits. Tensions rise as they discuss the situation.
No, the VIP is the gold. They're both one and the same. We offer a promotion at American Joy and Loan. It's called a gold card membership. It gets more money in people's pockets if they want to get a loan and allows you to save money if you want to buy something.
The pawn shop employee tries to explain the gold card system's benefits, but the customer remains frustrated.
I am hearing you, but you're not listening to me.
Tensions rise as the employee insists on the procedure, leading to anger, questioning, and physical comparisons.
You think this is funny?
I don't think it's funny. I think that there's something wrong when you start hitting your head against the side of the window.
Creating an atmosphere of animosity and miscommunication.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm not going to do anything about it.
What are you going to do about it?
The customer and employee engage in verbal sparring, escalating tensions.
Whatever happens, you need to get out of my face, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me scoot back.
Really?
The guard asserts their position, urging the customer to step back. The customer refuses, escalating the confrontation, leaving the atmosphere charged with hostility and unresolved conflict.
Hell no. You want some?
Whatever you got to bring.
Come on.
The customer's unwelcome invitation intensifies, leading to an unresolved atmosphere.
Hello. That's what I thought.
The customer's confrontational tone suggests a potential fight, escalating tension and the possibility of a physical altercation. Volkswagen van.
Good. I'm Les. Good job. What the hell is it?
This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
Hold on to your seats. A 1968 Volkswagen van, once owned by Dr. Death, rolls into the pawn shop. Les is on the case, exploring this piece of history. Weirdness level maximum.
And I have everything documented.
How much do you want for this thing?
I'm looking to get in the six figures.
The seller dreams of six figures for the van, but reality check.
20 grand?
No.
25 grand.
Negotiations go from 20 grand to a wild coin flip for 30 grand. Les, you mad genius.
Oh my God, my dad's gonna leave everything to chance on a $20,000 coin flip? What are you doing?
Seth and Ashley can't believe Les's coin flip antics. He's risking 20 grand just for a chance at 30 grand. The drama unfolds like a high-stakes comedy.
Heads.
Les, you wild card. The coin flip drama continues, with drum roll and laughter.
Heads.
Nails it in.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good deal.
The van deal is sealed at 20 grand, leaving everyone amused and baffled. What a ride!
No question. I proved to my kids I still got it.
Les, the coin flipping legend, celebrates his 20 grand win. Laughter echoes as the deal concludes. The van's bizarre journey adds a hilarious chapter to pawn shop history. Ring drama.
So what can I help you with today?
I got this ring right here. I wanted to get it appraised, see how much it might be worth.
Hey, listen up, people. Commodity Wild just happened at the original pawn shop. Imagine this dude who looks like he just rocked out at a concert stepping in, holding a ring that has probably seen more action than a library book. The crazy twist, he's not there to show it like a rock star. He's trying to sell the thing.
I also wanted to know how much you guys would give me for it. Like as a pawn, and then I pay it back.
Okay, when I give you an appraisal, that's not how much I'm gonna give you in pawn.
So he's all proud, telling the pawnbroker how this ring is worth a ton of money, when, out of nowhere, a lady burst in like a storm.
What the are you doing?
She's on a mission to figure out why her precious ring is about to be someone else's fancy jewelry. Cue the dramatic music, folks.
Why'd you take my ring?
Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth.
Bull.
Now, our rock star wannabe is caught red-handed, dealing with an angry lady dead set on getting her shiny thing back. It's like a soap piece crashing into a rock concert, and the pawn shop is the main stage.
I just wanted to know how much it was worth, that's all.
You're a liar. Why'd you take my ring?
I'm sorry.
What?
Things get intense as the lady slaps the crazy guy not once, but twice. And suddenly, the whole place goes silent. You could hear a leg drop, or in this case, a ring hitting the counter. The other people in the pawn shop are stunned, wondering if they accidentally walked into a live reality TV show.
You're a idiot. Can I just have my ring?
Well,
Yeah,
he's
it's
the one that
hers.
gave it to me.
That's hers.
Just give me my ring.
Our lady does not waste any time. She grabs the ring back, making it clear her bling is off limits.
Right now.
The embarrassed and confused rock star lookalike gets pushed out of the pawn shop by the triumphant lady. There you have it, folks, a ridiculous blend, up and a super dramatic autumn at the pawn shop. Turns out the real treasures are not just the bones for trade. Who would have allowed pawn shops could be this amusing? Stay tuned for the coming occasion of pawned out drama. Clown Prince. In a small pawn shop on the corner of Chuckles Street and Guffaw Avenue, things got really funny one day. A guy walked in with so much makeup on his face that he looked like he just stepped out of a play. The shopkeeper, who was used to weird stuff, tried hard not to laugh as the man approached, sporting a rainbow wig that seemed to stay on by magic.
I need to sell this earring because my little red Corvette broke down.
Oh, no kidding.
Absolutely.
Wow.
The man, looking mischievous, whipped out a fancy earring from his pocket and showed it off with a big dramatic gesture. The shopkeeper, holding back a laugh, checked out the earring like it was some royal treasure.
You know who I am, right?
No. Who are you?
You don't know who I am.
But actually, it looked more like a toy you'd find in a cereal box than something fit for a king.
1,000?
I'm just asking for 1,000 just to get my limo.
No. That's not real.
You gonna help me out? Excuse me?
That's a real earring, but it's not real diamond.
Are you kidding me?
Ignoring the fact that the earring was probably fake, the guy started dancing like he was the star of his own circus.
Prince, right?
Prince, absolutely.
Wow.
He even gave himself a royal title, calling himself Prince. The shopkeeper, now thoroughly entertained, clapped along as the guy did his goofy dance. With a cheeky smile, Prince claimed the earring was a super precious diamond passed down from his clown ancestors. The shopkeeper played along, giving praise to this pretend royal jewel, while secretly thinking it would make a great prop in a comedy act. As the funny business came to an end, Prince, not ready to leave without a big finish, spun back to the counter and started another round of funny moves. The shopkeeper and his assistant struggled to hold in their laughter, tears rolling down their faces as the wacky Prince danced out the floor, leaving behind a funny feeling that stuck around even after the rainbow wig was out of sight. Boss's TV fiasco. Hey everyone, gather around because something straight out of a funny TV show just happened at the local electronics store. Imagine this. The big boss barges in like a storm on way too much coffee.
Didn't I tell you guys to restock the TV shelf? Didn't you see I was just with a crazy customer?
Yelling about wanting to grab some TVs. I mean, who does not suddenly crave a TV spree, right? Now, the poor workers are stuck between a rock and a high-tech place and cannot take the boss seriously. I mean, who could? It's like the boss watched too many action movies and thought today was the day to be an action hero with innocent flat screens.
I gave you a job to do and you didn't do it?
Dad, you told us we were like little kids. How does a baby know how to, do inventory?
But stay, there's a twist. The main character, the boss, realizes things are serious and decides he needs backup. So, what does he do? Grabs his assistant like they're partners in a buddy cop movie.
Hey, you know what? The hell with it. I'm gonna do it myself. Bobby J, do me a favor. We need to go pull some TVs.
To help with this crazy TV mission. Because obviously snagging TVs is a job for a dynamic brace.
Ash, Seth, right now. Right now.
What?
Right now.
What's
Let's
up?
just went down.
What?
Let's went down.
But wait, there's more sitcom gold. Out of nowhere, another assistant rushes over to the boss's kids looking really upset. Why?
Just went down.
What?
Let's went down.
Dad, you all right?
Well, turns out the master is now on the floor. Yep, the guy who was on a TV conquest is now chilling on the cold floor of the electronics aisle.
We have an emergency here.
What happened? Did he say something hurt?
No, he didn't say anything. We're pulling TVs.
They call emergency services because apparently this is not just a shopping spree. It's a full-blown crisis. And then comes the ambulance. The daughter dramatically points at the approaching rescue vehicle, as if it's the hero cavalry coming to save the day.
My dad's always been the strongest person I know, and right now he's completely helpless.
I can nearly hear the wacky sitcom music playing in the background. It's so crazy, snaggletooth, and, well, just another day in the unpredictable sitcom that's real life. Stay tuned for the coming episode. People more adventurous with the boss and his search for TVs are coming your way. Crazy store comedy.
What's up, Grandpa? Where's your costume at? There. Corey, that's not a costume.
In a super silly store, there's this hilarious pair that could out-funny any comedy show. Watch this, an old grandpa wearing a hat that is seen way too many times, with a black band covering one eye. Right beside him is his son, with a hairband that seems to have its own crazy magnetic pull. A mix of colors that should not make sense on air.
What?
So, a regular customer walks in thinking they're just here for a normal shopping trip. Little did they know, a comedy explosion was about to happen. The first person they notice is the son, and they burst into laughter. "What on earth are you trying to be?" they ask, still giggling from the unexpected fun.
What are you supposed to be?
It's obvious I'm Justin Bieber, America's heartthrob.
With a serious face, the son proudly says, "I'm claiming to be Justin Bieber, the American singing sensation." The secret? It's all in the hair. The customer laughs even more, realizing these two are a riot.
Roy Rogers? I'm Rooster Cogburn from True Grit.
But the real comedy star is Grandpa, strutting around like a rooster king. Feathery hat, confident crowing, he is turning heads. The customer, almost out of breath from laughing, asks, "What is your grandpa pretending to be?" Slightly holding back laughter, the son answers, "He is the legendary Rooster Kern." Shows up once in a lifetime to make people laugh.
Yourself.
Antoine, what are you supposed to be?
The world's biggest baby.
Just when effects seem crazy enough, another character appears, a guy dressed like the world's biggest baby. The customer, nearly crying from horse laugh, realizes they have hit the jackpot of comedy. In this shop of customer craziness, laughter is the currency. These funny characters are the kings of comedy, making everyone laugh and showing that occasionally the best service is the one that comes with a big dose of funny. Pawn shop riddles.
Look how stupid this question on Pawn Stars is.
In this hilarious rant, the speaker dissects a seemingly absurd question about fake items in a pawn shop.
A over 1,000, B over 5,000, or C over 10,000.
The logic behind the options A, B, and C is dissected with comedic frustration.
Well, if the answer's C, the answer's also A and B. Because if it's over 10,000, it's also over 5,000, it's also over 1,000.
The speaker expresses disdain for the question, claiming that if the answer is C, then A and B are also correct.
I mean, most of the shit that comes into the pawn shop has got to be fake. They've been in business for years and years and years.
The absurdity of the question and the presumed obviousness of the answer are highlighted.
God, what a stupid question.
The speaker ridicules the question's simplicity, asserting that there's no way to get it wrong. The tone is sarcastic as they emphasize the lack of challenge in the question. Anticipation builds as the speaker eagerly awaits the genius-revealed answer. The expectation is set for a straightforward solution to the seemingly senseless question. The speaker's reaction is a mix of frustration and amusement as the answer confirms the over 10,000 scenario. The comedic exasperation with the question's lack of complexity is evident. That's all for our video. We hope you liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Share it with your family and friends. See you next time.
I mean, most of the shit that comes into the pawn shop has got to be fake. They've been in business for years and years and years. God, what a stupid question.
A customer demands a stereo refund, leading to a tense showdown with his brother. Earrings spark a heated confrontation while a frustrated customer faces off over a waiting game. An unproven claim raises tensions and upon negotiation turns sassy, testing the limits. Lastly, a ring appraisal takes an unexpected turn when a wife discovers betrayal, turning our place into a space for some fascinating real-life stories. Okay, so check it out. This customer rolls in wanting a refund for a stereo he got from the store. But guess what? It's not in perfect shape like you thought. The store can't do cash refunds, but they're cool with exchanging it for something else.
This here?
Yes.
We just want our money back.
The problem is I can't give you a refund. We just don't have that option. I can give you anything else that you want to use.
All good, right? Nope, not for the customer's brother. He starts making a fuss, saying they sold his sister a busted thing.
Sound cool, man. That's not cool, man. We want our money. They sold my sister some broken merchandise.
He's not feeling pawn shops and thinks they can't get a cash refund. Les, the guy at the store, explains the deal, but the brother wants something better without spending more.
Problem is we don't refund. That's right on your receipt. So if you'd like to get something else, I have no problem with that.
We want something a whole lot better than what we got.
Things get tense and Les gives him a choice. Take something else or hit the road.
Please. You can take this stuff.
Sir, listen. Sir, no. I will be forced to have you
What you mean for? We're gonna do so.
Brother goes for the drama, yelling and resisting being escorted out. Finally, they agree on a fix, but the guy bursts in again, causing a scene.
No. I don't.
Hey, why don't we come over on this side? Let's come on over on this side. Why don't we come over on this side?
This time, they kick him out for real, kicking and screaming all along the way.
Come on, man. You don't want to be stupid.
They'd eventually reached an agreement and the repair was underway, but the man decided to burst in once again to cause a scene.
No! You broke me, man! No!
All he got in return was his forceful removal, despite the fact that he was kicking and screaming like a little baby. A woman and her friend enter with hopes of selling a set of earrings. However, things take a confrontational turn when Les, in his characteristic playful manner, tries to strike up a conversation about their intentions for the money. The woman, visibly annoyed, lashes out at Les for prying into her business, setting the tone for a tense interaction.
I'm here to pawn these earrings.
Okay.
Trying to get $350 for them.
Why do you need the money?
It's none of your business why I need the money.
Despite Les attempting to maintain a friendly environment, the situation escalates further. The woman vehemently rejects any inquiries about her personal life, responding with hostility.
Why I'm coming in here to handle my business. That's not your business why I'm coming in here to do what I got to do.
Les, seemingly undeterred, continues with his good-natured questioning, asking about the number of kids that she has, which only adds fuel to the fire. Then to piss her off even more.
How many kids you got?
I'm coming in here with my jewelry to get money.
How many kids she got?
She just told you.
To intensify matters, Les claims to analyze the earrings, asserting that they aren't real diamonds.
These aren't real?
These are real.
They are real earrings. They're just not real diamonds.
They are.
No,
Yes,
they're not.
The revelation further infuriates the woman, leading to increased yelling and frustration. Sensing a potential physical confrontation, Byron, another employee, positions himself closer to Les to provide support if needed.
Leather coat you got on. It's 1,000 degrees. Who the where's leather?
As the women realize they won't achieve their desired outcome, they decide to leave, expressing their displeasure with the establishment as they do. Get her hair fixed. Classic people.
Supposed to be jewelry and long. Boy ass shot. Raggedy mother.
Have a nice day.
You bitch.
Thank you.
We got this livid customer going on a rant at the pawn shop, claiming he's been waiting for 2 hours.
Been here for 2 hours, man. Then they got 11 windows. You got two working. How you doing? I'm finally here, you know what I mean? I've been in the land for like 2 hours.
He managed to get his HD in, but Ashley, the cool and collected employee, is keeping it professional.
You'd be out of here a lot quicker if you
Hold on,
decided.
what is this? What is this?
What is what?
This ain't what he told me he was gonna give me.
What did he tell you he was gonna give you?
The guy's expecting $400, but Ashley's like, nope, you're getting 110. Our furious friend throws a threat like he's gonna crack heads.
You're not getting 400, you're getting 110.
Okay, well, you can't give me my 400.
Sign that, and
I'm
then I'll
not
give you your
saying
money.
You know what?
Sir.
See, you the type of motherfucker I've been caught outside and cracked you upside your head.
Not cool, right? The folks at American Jewelry and Loan aren't vibing with that. Ashley's had enough, lays down the law, and says, respect or no money for you.
Listen here, I'm a
Go
pimp.
out front and get your
I'm a real pimp.
Go
I'm a real
out
pimp.
front
I'll
and
put you
get
on.
your back.
I will put you on.
Go
Hold on. You
out
don't gotta
front
walk
and
up
get
on
your
me.
But this dude, he's got some wild stories, talking about women on the street doing things for him.
Get your
You're gonna talk to me with some respect. I got more women on the street out here hustling, doing things for me every night,
Well, security's on point, keeping him at bay while he's still talking big. Y'all can't kick me out of here. Oh boy, someone's day at the pawn shop just hit a speed bump.
Off this motherfucker, man. You feel what I'm saying? I know you just doing your job, big dog, but I drive with BMW.
In another scenario, a woman, believing her husband pawned her $5,000 wedding ring due to financial struggles, approaches Ashley seeking its return.
I was doing my husband's laundry this morning, and I pull his wallet out. There's a pawn slip from you guys. I put it back in his wallet.
However, lacking a pawn ticket or any proof of ownership, the situation becomes complicated. Ashley, empathizing with the woman's plight, requests a police report or any documentation to validate her claim. The woman refuses, adamant about not involving the police, and tensions flare.
I get why he did it. I just want to come in, pay for it, and get my ring back.
Did you make a police report?
No, I didn't make a police report. The hell am I going to make a police report for? I'm not going to call the cops on my husband. I'm coming to you to get my ring back.
Facing an impasse, Ashley is compelled to ask the woman to leave. The exchange becomes heated, and Ashley insists on her departure, prompting the customer to leave the store.
Your butt out here and you assist me out. Please, bring it. That's all I want is my ring. That's it. It isn't
Take
that hard.
your pretty little feet, walk your pretty little legs out of here.
You are nuts. Just go back there and give me my. How hard is it? You can't just go back there and type in a name?
Do you shut up for a second?
Never shut
Get the hell out of here.
No.
It's time to go.
Up yours.
We've got this customer dealing with some money woes and trying to hustle up a quick $100 by pawning his stuff. issues that needed solving post-haste.
I'm trying to get all my stuff out.
So, what are you looking to do with that?
I'm looking to get $100 for it to help me out.
But here's where the plot thickens. The guy's asking for a Benjamin, but all Seth and Les can dish out is a humble $10.
What the hell is that gonna do for you?
$100 will help me move my out. It'll feed my dogs if I have to, wherever I find.
Our seller buddy thinks that $10 isn't gonna cut it for his grand plans, like moving out and feeding his dogs. You know, fair enough, but that's the best they can offer. He tries to haggle for $50, but Les shuts it down, giving him a reality check. That's all Seth and Les can offer.
What the do you mean it's gonna be a good start? The $10 isn't gonna be. Why couldn't you do 50 for this?
Now, here's where things take a wild turn. Instead of just taking the tenner, our friend gets all sassy. Les, not one to take disrespect, drops the cash on the counter, and you won't believe what happens next.
Disrespecting me, trying to hand my back to me. I'm not having that. No. Are you kidding me right now?
The guy refuses to pick up the cash, calling it disrespectful.
Or to do this, that's disrespecting you.
What the is your problem?
Les, not having any of that nonsense, lays down the law. Pick up your money or hit the road. But our stubborn friend goes all,
Pick it up. You want to treat me like a bitch? You're gonna be the bitch. Pick my up. Pick my doll up. Are you insane?
This dude walks in with a ring, wants an appraisal, but little did he know his wife was about to unleash some serious drama. Ashley's just trying to do her job, and suddenly, bam, it turns into a full-fledged soap opera.
Right here. I also wanted to know how much you guys will give.
This dude is literally sweating bullets, and his wife ain't having any of his nonsense. She calls him out for pawning her ring without telling her.
What are you doing? He wanted an appraisal on this ring. On my ring?
I'm gonna go grab me some popcorn, cue the drama.
Bull. Why'd you take my ring? You're a liar. You needed bike parts and didn't have the damn money. And all of a sudden you got my damn ring.
Oof, she slaps him not once, but twice. Ouch. Ashley's just standing there probably thinking, what in the pawn shop drama is going on here?
Bonds? Wanted to know how much it was worth, that's all.
Why'd you take my ring?
I gotta say, no need for security here. The wife's got it covered. She demands to know how much the ring was worth, and the poor guy's just apologizing left and right. The drama here is so intense, it's like a reality TV show unfolding right there on the spot.
Couple reaches home.
And I am dumbfounded.
You're a idiot.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
it's
the one
hers.
that gave it to me.
That's hers.
Just give him the ring. Thanks.
Okay, hold on. This customer's on an entirely different level. Picture this, she walks into the shop wearing the coat that she wants to sell. Classic Shannon move, am I right?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
How much would you give me for this?
How much you want?
At least 1,000.
Les asks her how much she's looking for, and Shannon's like, at least $1,000. Les throws out a cool 100 and she loses it, saying she wants more.
100 for this motherfucking coat? I want more than 100.
But she claims the coat's made of fox, rabbit, bird, whatever she feels like saying. Made of.
Ma'am,
You got me up.
it's Fox.
This is a rabbit, a bird, whatever the I want it to be.
So the guys, being who they are, decide to troll her a bit, and Les even pulls in a fur expert who says it's worth $1.
You gonna give her more than $100 on that?
I'm gonna give her more than $1.
What the $1? Hell. Who the is he?
He's my fur expert.
Shannon isn't having it and causes a scene. Security gets involved, and she's out the door.
Security too?
There you go.
Oh! Y'all motherfuckers don't know who y'all went up in.
A female customer arrives claiming that her niece purchased a lovely earring from the store. However, upon closer inspection, she discovered that a diamond was missing. The catch? You guessed it, no receipt. Without proper proof of purchase, she hoped to return the earring and secure a refund.
The diamonds was missing, and I wanted to know, can I get my money back?
Do you have the receipt?
No. Do gifts come with a receipt?
Yeah.
No, well, this one didn't.
Ashley, ever the voice of reason, inquires about the receipt, and the customer admits that she doesn't have one. Ashley explains the store's policy regarding cash refunds and, crucially, points out that the jewelry the customer brought in is fake, a type of item the store does not deal with. Tensions rise as the customer becomes impatient, demanding her money or a different pair of earrings.
No cash refunds. One more problem that's really key to this whole thing. These are fake. And we don't sell fake jewelry.
Well, it's gonna be some in here. Well, excuse me, anybody buying any jewelry from here, don't get no more jewelry from here, because the ain't good.
Hey.
Bobby J, provoked by the escalating situation, engages in a heated exchange with the customer.
I'm talking to him.
I'm talking to
Sir, can you help me? Can you give me my money? Can you give me a different pair of earrings? Anything.
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Your short ass gonna tell me.
Are you angry because your coat's so tight?
No, my coat ain't tight. You so little back there.
I think it's time to leave.
I think it's time for the back.
Ashley attempts to defuse the situation by offering options for resolution or departure. Joe, making his appearance, assists in escorting the unruly customer to the front door.
Finish listening. It ain't no receipt.
Finish listening.
No.
I think it's time to leave.
I'm not going nowhere.
I bet you are.
No, I bet I ain't.
This is Joe.
How you
He's
doing,
gonna
Joe?
show you to the front door.
Wait a minute now. Get your hands off.
I guess.
Bobby J's dealing with customers hunting for an anniversary ring, but the vibe is a little off.
I'm gonna pose my boyfriend. Tomorrow's our 6th anniversary, 6 years anniversary.
Really?
Yes.
The lady drops a hint about her boyfriend, and the jokes start flying. 6 years? Bobby tries sizing up the situation, asking for the boyfriend's ring size.
So, what size? Do you know the size that he is, or ring-wise?
Oh, I thought you was talking about that size. I was like, that is too personal now.
No.
Ooh, awkwardness alert. He gets a little too personal and they play it off, but Bobby's cringing. Store.
Now, I gotta practice now. I'm gonna pretend like I'm close to you, okay?
Oh.
Now, here comes the big moment. He's showing them rings, trying to keep it professional, but the tension is building up. In a bold move, the guy decides it's proposal time.
Now, Tay-Tay, we've been together for a while. Will you marry me?
On the spot. Bobby's just hoping this affair ends soon.
Yeah.
All right, enter your 4-digit PIN, followed by the green button, please.
Okay.
Decline.
It's declined.
It is not declining. You better
It's okay.
Hell no.
Things were strained between them all. Oh, sweet mother of relief. She says yes. But wait, things take a nosedive. The payment goes south. Yeah, Ashley messes up and the lady's not having it.
Your ass is gonna give me that ring.
Sir, listen.
Sir. Bitch, who you calling sir? Who you calling sir?
Arguments escalate, calls for Sir Echo, but it's chaos. They can't calm down. Well, just another day at the pawn shop where love and payments collide, leaving Bobby J stuck in the middle of a ring gone wrong.
Who you not?
No, act like a lady.
I am acting like a lady, but she gonna sit there and call me. No, she gonna sit there and call me.
Oh boy, Ashley's in for a wild ride dealing with this lady trying to get some cash for her outdated tablet. The lady's asking for a whopping $500, which is like asking for gold when all she's got is, well, something like an iPad.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Just trying to get some money so I can bail my man out.
Ashley's trying to be cool about it, like, hey, it's not worth that much, not even close. She even gives the tablet back, and the lady's acting all offended. Like, serious lady, did you expect a pile of cash or something?
How'd you come up with 500?
This is a bad. I should barely get like 500 for it.
And then here comes the classic move. I need to talk to the manager. But little did she know, Ashley is the manager. Well, cue the surprise, but the lady's still stuck on that $500 dream, and Ashley's like, sorry, not happening.
You're not gonna talk?
Where's the manager at? Where's the manager at in this building?
She even offers a friendly tip, like, sometimes what you want is closer than you think. But nope, this lady's not having it.
That's me. So if you want...
Who's over you, man? I want $500.
Eventually, Ashley kindly asks her to leave. But what does she get in return? A no, I'm not leaving.
So I'm gonna ask you to leave.
No, mine. Run me mine and run me mine.
classic stubborn move. But hey, Ashley's not having any of it. She even hands her the tablet like a final reminder and tells her that she needs to go.
You can leave.
No, I'm not leaving. Don't put your mother hands on me. Down. Now what?
This is expertise in handling such situations steps in to restrain the belligerent individual. As the aggressor attempts his first blow, Byron efficiently intervenes, not only preventing any harm to Les, but swiftly escorting the unruly man out of the store.
Come on outside.
We got you, buddy.
Bring a couple more. Come on.
We got you.
Bring a few more.
All we need
Come on,
was
bring
two.
all y'all out here. Come on.
So this customer shows up, claiming she's in a rent pinch and wants to pawn her ring. Les cuts to the chase. How much? She shoots for $200, but Les counters with 80.
I was coming to pawn my ring because I have to pay my rent. It was due a couple weeks ago.
How much did you want, man?
$200.
$200. Well, what I can do is I can give you 80.
$80.
$80.
I'm not just about to let you have this for $80. I paid $500 for this.
Now she's not having it, insisting she get paid $500 for the ring. Les tries to educate her on how pawn shops work. They can't offer more than they can make back on a deal. But this lady is off the rails, losing control. She's determined to get what she wants, even if it means crossing lines. Understand?
How would you?
Man,
Les remains unfazed, thanking her for the spectacle that he just doesn't give a you-know-what about.
Thank you. This woman could not keep control of herself. I don't know what the hell her problem was. I don't give a what her.
Two men walked into the shop, clinging to a computer system as ancient as they were, expecting a whopping $1,000 for it. Seth, incredulous, thought that they were joking, as the last time he saw such a computer was back in the 80s. Offering a reality check, he mentioned that these relics would be worth around $400 if bought new.
About $900.
I thought that they were kidding. The last time I saw one of these computers was in the 80s. To be honest, if you bought these new, it's about like $400.
Undeterred, the men insisted on needing more money. Seth, in a straightforward manner, stated that the best he could offer was $0. This did not sit well with the men, who seemed poised to start a scene.
We need more than that.
Yeah, we need more money than that.
What I can offer you is $0.
However, the unexpected appearance of a security guard quickly changed their minds. Seth attempted to clarify that such computers were considered antiques and that he was trying to help. Frustrated, he expressed his inability to deal them any. On an otherwise ordinary day, Ashley faces the wrath of an enraged customer who claims his $500 earring is wreaking havoc on his ear.
I paid $500 for this earring, and look what this done did to my ear.
Ugh.
All fired up, he demands Ashley figures out the issue. But the twist? The earring in question is a fake, and he might have swapped it, aiming to scam the business.
Want me
Can
to
I get
figure
my money
out?
back?
You want me to figure out why your ear's turning a different color?
Is that a real diamond?
I look at his earring that he says is turning his ear green, and it's a fake diamond with a fake metal.
Suddenly, he's got a so-called lawyer in tow, threatening legal action. However, this mysterious attorney remains elusive and, frankly, seems fishy. No card, no ID, just a vague promise of an escort.
You're with me. This is wrong.
Show me your card.
I don't have a card with me.
What law firm do you work for?
It's not important.
It is.
Defying warnings, the man insists on staying put, accusing Ashley of taking his money. Things escalate and he's shown the door. But oh no, he's not gonna leave quietly, throwing a final jab about his bold earring.
This is my attorney. Would you like to meet my attorney?
I want my money.
My attorney will escort you out.
You better not put his hand on me.
Then you better turn around with your two legs and walk out yourself.
Ashley stands firm, and the supposed lawyer, well, he's just a disappearing act. A dramatic day, but Ashley, she's seen it all. Bold earrings, fake lawyers, and the relentless pursuit of truth in the pawn shop drama.
You mean get out?
Get
you
out.
don't just tell me what to do.
Get out.
Yeah, you know, took my money. You sold me a bold earring.
On what seemed like a typical day at American Jewelry and Loan, an imposing man entered, visibly agitated about a loan on his wife's ring. He complained about being upgraded from a VIP card to a gold card without reaping any additional benefits.
I got a problem. I got a loan on my wife's ring.
Yeah?
And when I first started coming here, I got a VIP card. I got more on the loan. Now you guys put me to a gold card. and I get nothing out of it.
No, the VIP is the gold. They're both one the same.
Seth attempted to address the man's concerns, clarifying that both VIP and gold cards were the same. However, the man was dissatisfied with the loan amount, expressing his frustration. Seth, trying to maintain composure, explained that the ring could be picked up when the required amount was paid.
What'd you get? So $385, and now you're upset. Why?
What are you guys gonna do about it?
I'm gonna allow you to pick up your ring when you have the right amount of money.
You're not listening to me.
I am hearing you, but you're not listening to me.
Undeterred, Seth stepped away from the situation, challenging the man who seemed intent on escalating the situation.
Oh, you're an idiot.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm not gonna do anything.
The man, seemingly eager for a confrontation, attempted to provoke Byron. The man continued to taunt, asking if Byron wanted some trouble and insinuating a potential altercation at his house. Byron, maintaining a calm demeanor, declined the invitation and firmly showed the man the exit. The situation, despite the man's aggressive behavior, was diffused without further escalation thanks to Byron's swift intervention.
Whatever you got to bring.
Come on!
Where are we going?
My house, right up there.
I'm not going home with you. No thanks.
That's what I thought, bro.
you thought right.
This. Come on! That's what I thought.
Here we've got a customer trying to sell an unusual combo of speakers claiming they're worth $1,000.
Things like this. To listen to the music, you're gonna barbecue, this is the best. I cook shish kebab, very good food.
The gold sibling smells something fishy and decide to investigate. Questions about the speaker's damaged cones and a hint at dumpster diving arise.
I think I like $1,000.
Really?
The customer insists on $500, making threats if denied. The siblings see through his game and call out his attempts to play him. His accent slips, and instead of admitting defeat, he tries a feeble "I'll be back" routine, as if auditioning for a Schwarzenegger movie.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
The cones on the speaker.
Yeah, what happened to those?
This is how I get it.
Really?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Where'd you find it? The dumpster?
$500 give me, I'm gonna be nice, and that's it.
Why? What would happen if we didn't give you $500? You're not gonna be nice?
But hey man, this ain't Hollywood. The Golds stand firm, unimpressed by the intimidation tactics. No scare tactics or Arnold impressions are gonna cut it. The customer's dramatic exit promises a return, but the Golds, they're not buying it.
I'm gonna get very, very angry right now.
That wouldn't be smart.
What? What you gonna do about it?
Listen, you're not gonna scare me.
Like that.
You don't scare me, punk.
So what are you gonna do?
You don't scare me, I'll be back.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
I'll be back.
What are you, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I'll be back. Go back inside.
The couple entered the shop, seeking Bobby J's assistance to upgrade a ring. Excitedly, Bobby J started the process, asking about their preferences and suggesting options.
I'm looking like to upgrade her ring.
Okay.
Need something bigger.
Okay. Let me see this ring. So you want to...
I can take it off. You want me to take it off?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. You want to go with a marquee? You want to stick with rounds?
However, tension quickly arose when the woman noticed her companion's distraction and questioned him about somebody named Tina.
Who is Tina?
Man, Tina ain't
really
nothing but
gonna
my
do
cousin,
that?
man.
Are you serious?
Man,
Your cousin? 7 years. You ain't never brought up no Tina to me.
Why is you tripping, man? Tina's my cousin, man.
Ain't no damn cousin. I'm not going.
A heated exchange ensued between them, with the woman attempting to lay her hands on him. Amidst the rising conflict, Bobby J tried to mediate, attempting to de-escalate the situation. The woman, feeling increasingly agitated, emphasized her discontent, declaring that she wouldn't tolerate such behavior. The incident, although intense, highlighted the challenges faced by Bobby J in managing not only business transactions, but also the personal dynamics of some customers.
Whatever. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I ain't playing with you. What you gonna do? No, whatever. He gonna keep playing.
Despite his efforts to guide them through the ring upgrade process, personal issues took precedence, leading to a heated confrontation.
Man, quit hitting me, let's stop. We're gonna go to jail.
Les wakes up feeling like a fire-breathing dragon, ready to roast anyone who walks in. And guess who strolls in? A clueless dude looking to pawn some sparkly stuff. Les starts the roast slowly, asking about the dude's marriage. No, big mistake, dude, bro. Out pops this crazy story about anniversary gifts and grandma's jewels. Les smells something fishy, and boom, he calls the dude out on his fake baubles. Finally, they're back to business.
Get a watch for my wife's anniversary.
Oh, it's not your anniversary too?
Well, yeah, it is mine too.
How many years you been together?
25 years.
Oh, okay. How many good ones? So how did you get these?
Well, we were going through some of her jewelry.
Now, any sane person would slink away with their tail between their legs, but not this drama llama. See, he starts spitting insults about Les's wife, which is like poking a grizzly bear with a toothpick. Les sees red and for the first time ever kicks a customer out of his own pawn shop. 2 customers, actually.
Both of us.
It probably is. But it was fake when it was made, and it's still fake.
I got an anniversary coming up. I'm not getting in trouble. You're married, right?
I am.
Okay, I've seen your wife.
Listen, mother, there's 2 things you don't talk about.
What's that?
My wife and my family.
Oh,
so here's the deal.
The air crackles with tension, but the other customer just chills like a cucumber. Guess drama ain't their style. This ain't some Hollywood brawl, folks. This is the pawn shop smackdown, with Les unleashing his verbal fury and 2 dudes getting escorted out faster than a bad burrito.
2 of you.
Here's the deal.
Get out of here. 2 of you. I'll hurt you guys so bad.
Sure you will.
You better get the friend.
Sure you will.
2 people.
It's evident that the Gold siblings don't have the best relationship, and in this particular episode, Ashley decided to interfere with a potentially profitable deal for Seth. The customer brought in a valuable 1970 Detroit Tigers autographed baseball, hoping for a fair deal.
How'd you get it?
My grandfather left it to me.
This is a great collector's piece. It's signed by not only L. Kaline, but Norm Cash. For the right price, I'll be able to make a huge score on it.
Seth, recognizing the item's value, was negotiating smoothly until Ashley barged in, disrupting the flow. Ignoring the potential earnings, she proposed a mere $250, significantly lower than the customer's expectations. Seth, aware of her intentions to provoke a conflict, tried to salvage the situation, suggesting a more reasonable $500.
Looking to have a good time down south.
Yeah, but you're not bringing me something that's worth about $1,500.
To me, it's worth more than that.
But why? You're not an avid Tigers fan.
What have you got here?
I've got a 1970 Detroit Tiger autographed baseball.
How about $250?
$250? No way. No way.
Ashley persisted with her lowball offer, causing confusion and frustration for the customer. Instead of addressing the customer needs first, the siblings engaged in a heated argument, making a spectacle of themselves. Ashley's refusal to understand the item's value and insistence on her insulting price only added to the chaos. Ultimately, the siblings missed an opportunity to make a profit, showcasing their relationship.
How about $500?
No, it's got to be higher.
I said $250.
I'm at $500. Do you know who signed that ball, Ash? It's not worth the $1,500 he wanted.
Can I have my ball back?
Do you want to give him his ball back, or do you want to act like a
I don't
total
know.
ass?
I want to spit out another price to really insult him.
Are you serious?
No, you can't close a deal. You just don't know how to close a deal.
I close every deal.
This lady stomps in demanding stuff her way, unless he ain't playing patty cake. He throws her own words back like boomerangs, leaving her flustered and spitting curses. "Hurry up, I gotta be at work," she screeches. Les, cool as a cucumber, calmly says, "Come back when you got time, or maybe someone less yelly can help." Bam! 1 punch, straight to her rudeness.
Please. So I gotta be working 3 o'clock, so please.
Ma'am, do you want to come back when you have more time?
Can you get somebody else to serve me?
When you're screaming at me, I'm not going to speed up the process.
How many more times did I tell you? Yes, I want my store credited.
Couple more times.
Well, I guess
Just a
so,
couple.
because she showed not listening.
Just a couple times.
And I hope you have fun with your thousands and help burn with you when you burn it.
Oh, but this lady, no, she ain't backing down. She throws around threats like confetti, wishing fire and brimstone on Les. Now, Les ain't no saint, but nobody deserves that kind of abuse. He shuts her down quickly. "I won't be disrespected." Boom. Another verbal jab from the man himself.
Burn with you when you burn it.
When she talks about when I die that I'm gonna rot in hell, I'm not gonna allow anybody to abuse me like that.
The air crackles with tension, thick enough to slice with a butter knife. This ain't your average pawn shop squabble. This is a war of words, with Les standing his ground against a hurricane of rudeness. This guy ignored Les's repeated warnings not to touch the merchandise, displaying a complete disregard for basic rules. Les, trying to prevent any mishaps, urged him multiple times to leave the items alone. "Hey sir, don't touch it, put it down. It's okay to be curious, but leave it down there," Les emphasized. Despite the clear instructions, the dude continued to ignore him, insisting on inspecting the merchandise up close.
Hey, sir, don't touch it. Sir, what? Put it down.
"I told you not to pick it up." "But how am I gonna see if it's gonna work?" the man retorted, challenging Les's authority. But rather than apologizing, he confronted Les, questioning his approach.
"It's $300. Hey, sir, just leave it down there."
But I'm trying to, how am I gonna see if it's gonna work?
"I told you not to pick it up. Isn't that what I just told you, sir?"
Les, maintaining his composure, reminded him, "I told you not to touch it. You're not one of your kids." The man, unfazed, continued his confrontational stance, underestimating Les's authority.
You got a piece of that I pick up.
I told you not to touch it.
You know, I'm not one of your kids you're gonna raise your voice at. You're all badass when you're back there and he's over.
Byron, the security guard, intervened, warning the man that he was fortunate to have someone there to prevent further issues. The man sarcastically remarked, "Oh man, am I lucky? It's my lucky day," showcasing his lack of remorse.
Yeah, you're lucky you got somebody here.
"Oh man, am I lucky?
Yeah.
It's my lucky day."
Oh, the Pawn Stars shop is about to erupt like a volcano fueled by testosterone. Seth, fresh-faced with new ideas, tries to change Les's security rules like they're yesterday's newspaper. No, but Les ain't having it. He reminds Seth, who wears the crown, who built the damn empire, and who ain't about to back down from a pipsqueak.
What the hell are you doing? You tell my guys after I set policy that the policy is being changed to your old bull ways?
You gave them each a department?
Yeah, doesn't it make sense?
Doesn't make sense.
It belongs to them.
What do you mean it belongs to them?
They own it.
They can own it.
Well, I can run this place better. I know exactly what needs to be done.
Who the hell are you messing with? Les roars. "I set the rules and you change them after 5 minutes? You think you own the place? Newsflash, Sonny. You work here. You don't rule here." Seth, puffed up like a peacock with borrowed feathers, sputters back about running things better. Now he wants Les to kick back, retire, and hand over the keys. But Les? He laughs in Seth's face. Classic. That Seth needs to chill out.
Let me tell you something. How dare you to talk to me like this?
The air crackles with tension. Insults fly faster than bullets in a John Wick movie. Seth throws out accusations, calling Les outdated and stubborn. Les counters with jabs about inexperience and disrespect. This isn't your grandma's bake sale argument, folks. This is a heavyweight brawl of egos, pride, and power. Now taking all bets.
Either I make the wrong decisions, I'm the one that brought it to you.
You need to retire, and I need to take over.
Maybe Seth needs to listen to the wisdom and experience Les has, not just try to shove him out the door. And maybe Les needs to give the young blood a chance to prove himself, not just dismiss him as a naive newbie. Ashley and Seth, despite being siblings, have a history of constant clashes. In this instance, Seth decided to initiate a confrontation, leading Ashley to seek intervention from their father. "Why don't you put it in the back and stay back there? You're just buying junk, it's trash," Seth remarked, escalating the tension. Frustrated, Ashley sought help from their father, hoping he could mediate.
You think you can find that in the trash?
Excuse me?
Why don't you put it in the back and stay back there? You're just buying junk. It's trash.
Les, their father, seemed unbothered, having dealt with their frequent fights before. Seth's continuous teasing and Les's indifference fueled Ashley's anger. "It's disgusting how he talks to me like that. I don't have to talk to you."
You don't know what he just said.
Oh, sir.
No, you aren't.
Go ahead, Dad.
Stop saying you are when you weren't, Dad. You were in the office. You did not just hear that.
Looks like you picked the right person to come talk to.
How he talks to me like that. Do you know how disrespected the customer felt?
I don't have to talk to you.
Then don't!
Filled with rage, Ashley confronted Seth, expressing her frustration. The heated argument escalated, reaching a point where Ashley, overwhelmed, broke down in tears. The situation became embarrassing as their emotions spilled out for employees and customers alike to witness. Had enough.
Damn, you know, I should never be treated like this from my own brother. And you're such an asshole to me. Damn, you're stupid. Shut the up.
Seth's tease. No, I'm not. I mean everything I said. Bye. Overwhelmed, Ashley decided to leave abruptly, feeling her presence was no longer needed. The episode served as a challenging example for the employees, witnessing the discord between siblings. Yeesh, the family dynamics played out in public.
Bye. No, I'm not. I mean every thing I said.
Bye.
So.
Seth.
Ashley's gonna be leaving here in a minute. What happened? I don't know.
Don't film.
Two tornado-tongued girls whirl in, demanding a new laptop like it's their birthday. Adapter? Receipt? Nah, these are just fancy words in their vocabulary.
To go back there and get the refund. I'm sorry.
When we sold it to you, we gave you the adapter for it.
No, you didn't.
Les, caught in the crossfire of their double-barreled chatter, throws his hands up in surrender. Can't one of you breathe for a second? I'm drowning in a sea of sound. But these girls are not built for silence. They repeat themselves like stuck records, each word louder than the last. They claim they bought a laptop, no adapter, and now want a free upgrade. And Les, bless his grumpy heart, tries to reason with them. Ladies, refunds don't happen without proof. Go back, get the adapter, then we talk. But these girls are allergic to logic. They throw tantrums like toddlers denied candy, their voices reaching a pitch that could shatter glass. Les, pushed to the edge, unleashes his inner grizzly bear. Hold your horses or I'll call security to hold them for you.
Remember us.
I do. You don't have the adapter that I gave you.
You never gave us an adapter.
Go home.
Why can't you help us?
I don't want to hear that.
Okay, let's go. Please, let's go.
You giving me my money?
Keep going. Y'all tripping, no.
This isn't your average customer service squabble. This is a battle for dominance, a clash of wills that can make a grown man cry. Maybe these girls need to learn some manners. When Seth dealt with a customer and his mom looking to sell a speaker, things took an unexpected turn. Despite the customer's plea and a sad story, Seth, not being a good Samaritan, stuck to business.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Taiwan, man.
Taiwan,
I'm here
nice to meet
today.
you.
I got a speaker.
You got multiple speakers.
It's even better here.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? I got a speaker, the customer explained, hoping for a decent deal. Seth, however, proposed an offer far below what the customer was expecting, causing frustration. What are you trying to give me for this? I want $150.
So what you trying to give me for this? I want $150. What you
selling it or pawning it?
Selling it.
Yeah, Seth's counteroffer of $45 didn't sit well with the customer, leading to an exchange of heated words. I don't need that. You came in, you want $150. The customer retorted, oblivious to the fact that he was in a public place.
Like $45.
Hell no, man.
Well, that's your choice. You don't have to take it.
Why you can't give me $100?
The situation escalated quickly as the customer's profanity-laced tirade continued. Unsurprisingly, his disrespectful language right in front of his mom earned him an unexpected consequence. A good old-fashioned ass-whipping.
I don't need these mother. They won't give me what I want.
You came in, you want $150.
Damn.
What?
Mama, you
You don't talk like that in front of these people. I done raised you better than that.
Amazed, Seth watched as the woman disciplined her son, treating him like a kid. The unexpected turn of events left both Seth and the onlooker surprised. To Seth's astonishment, the woman even returned to apologize for her son's unruly behavior. Actions, he got himself an ass whipping.
Take you nowhere. It's the whole city without you boys.
Oh, man, I ain't seen a whooping in a while, man.
Seth, I am so sorry.
No, that's fine.
I apologize.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Handling my security staff.
Seth's patience is hanging by a thread as this customer blows in like a hurricane, demanding her computer. No pawn ticket, no ID, just a whole lot of bad attitude.
I'm here to pick up my computer.
Sure.
I lost my pawn ticket.
Okay. You have ID?
No, I gave it to the lady over there.
I gave my ID, I waited, I need my computer now, she hollers, each word a frickin' sonic boom. Seth, bless his soul, tries to navigate the storm, gently steering her to the right window. But this lady's got a temper that could melt solder.
Ready? I just walked over here and waited a moment.
Okay. How many moments did you wait?
Are you an idiot or something?
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
I need my computer.
Well, she gets her computer, takes one look, and ba-boom! The volcano erupts. It's scratched, stained. This wasn't like this before. Her accusations fly faster than a pawnbroker's calculator. Seth, now juggling exploding customers like a circus clown, tries to calm the waters.
I would like to get my computer, please, because he can't understand. I need you to sign. Here you go. Here you go to $247.
But this lady's got as an insatiable an appetite for drama as the blue friend does for cookies. New computer, I want another one. Ugh, she screeches, pointing the finger like a loaded weapon. Ooh, and Seth at the end of his rope sees red. You scratched it, lady. Watch your back.
Oh, no. I need to see somebody up in here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, my computer's all scratched up and stained up. It wasn't like this when I brought it here.
It says scratch.
No, I did not bring this computer in here like this. I want me another computer fall even. That's an apple.
What talk about some tension. Thick enough to cut with a spork. Insults volley back and forth, each one sharper than a pawnbroker's wit. Holy crap, this isn't just customer service, it's a verbal gladiatorial arena.
Yo, and you scratching all over.
Watch your back.
Nah, watch yours.
Let me get that door for you. There you go.
Get that my ass.
I think we're gonna get a twofer.
Kick all this.
When this customer crossed the line and threatened them, Les swiftly had his security team remove the unruly man. Despite the initial confrontation, the situation took a foolish turn as the man decided to escalate things by sending death threats their way. To threaten them, Les had his security haul him out immediately.
You gonna what? You heard what I said. I didn't hear what you said. Tell me what you're gonna do to me. Watch your Get your hand out of my...
You're gonna what? Tell me what you're gonna do to me. The man's aggressive behavior continued, leading to security promptly intervening to prevent any potential harm. The man's absurd threat to kill them raised serious concerns about the safety of everyone involved, when he decided to send death threats their way too.
Kill you, motherfucker! Who you gonna kill, huh? My face. Who you gonna kill, huh? Get out my face.
Quick to react, the security team subdued the man before he could act on his threats. With law enforcement on the scene, the fear of facing consequences seemed to have a sobering effect on the agitated customer. It's pretty amazing how a night in the local jail can change one's perspective for the better. Ashley reported the incident, emphasizing the severity of the threat, and the officers took charge of handling the situation. The presence of law enforcement likely contributed to the man realizing the serious repercussions of his actions.
I got it. Hi, I have a threat up here at American Jewelry and Loan right now.
So I was standing behind the counter, and he came up screaming. My security guard came in and started escorting him out. As he was going out is when the...
Despite his initial rage about losing his belongings, the man seemed to backtrack a bit, attributing his outburst to venting frustrations. While it's not an excuse for threatening behavior, it sheds light on the complex emotions that can arise in intense situations.
I was mad because I lost all my stuff. I might have did say something to that effect, but it was only venting, like any normal person would.
A clueless dude stumbles in looking for a generator thingy that makes magic light. Seth, bless his soul, tries to explain the whole electricity generation thing in kindergarten words. But this guy, denser than a block of concrete, bro.
I'm looking for something like a generator like this.
You want to generate electricity,
yeah,
right? That's what a generator does. So all you do, open up the gas can.
Sure, $900 for that rusty hunk of metal? The dude literally bellows. 55's my limit, maybe 6 if I squint real hard. Seth, his patience thinner than a pawn shop receipt, tries to negotiate, but the dude just digs his heel in like a stubborn mule.
But I don't have 900.
What do you have?
I only got like 5.
500?
Yeah, I could push it to 6.
I'm pretty firm in 700.
Should you fire it up at my house?
Once you purchase it, you can actually take it to your house.
This is ridiculous, dude.
Okay, the dude wants to borrow the generator. Borrow, like, take it home for free, play with it, and maybe, just maybe, return it someday? Seth, his face turning the color of a bad burrito, politely explains the concept of buying and owning things. But the dude bro's ears are firmly shut, locked in a world where generators sprout money and pawn shops give stuff away for free.
You want to buy it or not?
I want to borrow it at least.
Borrow it?
What the f*** worth?
Give me $700. You can borrow it indefinitely. You want to bet?
Excuse me.
Have a good day, sir.
The hell out. Seth finally explodes, his voice cracking under the strain. The dude, as surprised as a goldfish with a harmonica, stumbles back sputtering about ridiculousness and pod service. And just like that, the Pawn Star Circus gets one more clown ejected from the ring.
Ridiculous, man. Your store, bitch!
I really think you offended my poll.
I think I don't give a
Seth and Ashley took a bold step, meeting a potential buyer for one of their stores without informing their dad beforehand. Despite their differences, they decided to work together on this venture. However, their plan took an unexpected turn when they discovered the potential buyer was someone they knew all too well.
I've been trying to find a buyer for our Pontiac location, and already the first buyer flaked out on me. But thankfully, I got another potential buyer, and Ashley agreed to meet him at the...
Upon realizing the situation, Les, their father, expressed his disappointment and frustration, questioning their actions. Les rightfully felt betrayed and had every reason to be angry. All too well.
What the were you thinking? Did you not think that I know everything that's going on?
Despite his attempt to make them understand the severity of their actions, Ashley and Seth appeared unapologetic.
Doing best for the business.
Don't tell me what's best for the business.
Ashley attempted to shift the blame while Seth tried to justify their decision by claiming it was in the best interest of the business. Les, disgusted and appalled by their behavior, decided to leave them behind and head home, expressing his loss of trust in both of them.
If you keep this place, we're gonna lose money. It doesn't take a genius to understand that your empire that you built in Detroit is going to over here. Cut your losses.
Trust was shattered unless the patriarch felt deeply hurt by the unexpected actions of his kids. Trusted them both.
I can't even look at you right now.
A customer wanting to pawn what seems to be used hair, claiming it's like Beyonce's. The Gold siblings, however, are quick to point out the health department's rules against selling used hair due to hygiene concerns.
It's a very cool piece.
And
This
look,
is
I got a brush for you too. I could brush it too, and you can calm me. Bam! Hold the first name.
I'm sorry. The health department won't let us sell used hair.
Okay, so what's wrong with that?
Because it's personal.
The customer remains adamant, arguing that people sweat all the time. The Golds, though, maintaining a friendly tone, stand firm, emphasizing the unhygienic nature of the request.
Hygiene.
It's personal hygiene. People sweat.
Let me ask you a question.
All the time. They
When
got
was the
all this
last
stuff in here,
time-
funky.
Despite their attempts to explain, the lady insists on the deal, showcasing her persistence. The situation becomes awkward as the Golds try to navigate the delicate matter, politely declining the unusual offer. The lady's persistence clashes with the store's policies, and despite her claims of cleanliness, the hygiene factor remains a deal breaker.
Don't wipe down everything.
We do, but I just can't take
Okay,
it.
then you
all
can
right?
wipe down the hair.
I'm sorry, I wish I could help you, so come back.
The Golds express regret but hold their ground, emphasizing that they can't proceed with such transactions. The encounter starts on a heartwarming note as a lady reveals her intention to sell her laptop to get a gift for her sister's birthday.
Laptop.
You type in your password? What brings you in today?
I just want to pawn it in so I can give my sister some money for her birthday this weekend.
Oh, okay.
However, things take a turn when Ashley, suspicious about the situation, asks her for the laptop's password. Well, after a bit of a struggle, the password is entered, but the friendly atmosphere quickly dissipates.
Forgot your password?
Yeah.
Try again.
As Ashley negotiates the amount for the laptop, the lady becomes increasingly demanding, insisting on a specific sum.
I need at least 165. I mean, I can't do 125.
All right, I can do 150, and that's what I can do.
Okay, can you do 165 or not?
When Ashley refuses to meet her exact request, the situation escalates with the lady expressing her displeasure loudly. The exchange becomes heated, marked by accusations of disrespect and a refusal to accept the offered amount. Despite Ashley maintaining composure, the lady decides to take her business elsewhere.
I actually asked.
It's so disrespectful. Well, I'm sorry. I told you I can't take 150.
You know it's disrespectful?
Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk. 165, then I can take my business somewhere else. Flat out.
You done?
I don't give a like I said, I don't care. I can take my business somewhere else.
Are you a lady or are you a baby?
Excuse me?
In an unexpected move, she directs her frustration towards an innocent bystander, issuing threats and escalating the tension. Instead, she decided to turn her eyes towards an innocent bystander.
I'm talking to you, bitch! What you looking at?
You know what? Take this outside.
What the you looking at? What the you looking at?
Fortunately, Joe, another employee, steps in to prevent a physical confrontation and escorts the lady out to avoid further disruption.
I mean, bitch, you looking at me? You want to do something? Do something!
We get folks of all kinds, happy, sad, mad, crazy.
A customer struts in wearing a chicken costume, causing a stir. The Gold siblings, maintaining their humorous side, engage with the chicken-clad visitor. The customer, embracing his role, claims to be all about chicken and finger-sucking, adding a comical touch to the encounter.
This is what I do. I say I got chicken and finger-sucking. Come for a plucking.
Despite the whimsical atmosphere, the Golds attempt to guide the customer towards a more serious discussion about potential purchases. The chicken, however, seems more interested in banter than business, making Seth express mild frustration, jokingly suggesting the customer might start his own joint with the chicken. The fool.
I want that right there.
Dude, here's what I want you to do. Don't put the chicken on the counter.
All right, look, everything I'm getting right
here. You're spitting chicken on the counter.
That's for you.
When the chicken eyes a pricey watch worth $1,200, the humorous exchange takes a turn. Seth, trying to balance the humor in the business, nudges the customer to consider making a deal. The chicken, possibly more interested in the comedic aspect than the actual transaction, continues to engage in a playful banter.
How much this cost?
$1,200.
$1,200.
Are you seriously gonna buy something, or are you just?
You ain't even let me see.
I got lots of stuff for you to look at.
Bro, look, I want.
Dude.
All right, look.
As the situation unfolds, the Golds, especially Seth, playfully suggest making a deal while also subtly expressing a sense of being bothered. In the end, it turns out that this time, the chicken didn't quite make a purchase. Instead, it made a scene and eventually left the shop.
Look, make a deal.
I stopped up. Chicken?
You touching chicken?
Come on, man, let's go.
And you know what? You ain't got to touch me.
Turns out when the chicken crossed the road, he went to a pawn shop, made a scene, got kicked out. There you go.
So Seth's still fuming after that disrespectful encounter, and now Les wants to have a little talk with his kids. Seth's face shows that he's in for it, and Ashley trying to stir the pot, but Les is having none of it. Les is like, "Come on, Seth and Ashley, let's chat." Seth's pain seems to have vanished in his anger. Les is pretty upset, and he's blaming Seth and his new system for the whole mess, even though it's pretty clear it was just an unreasonable customer causing a ruckus.
Where the hell's Seth? Seth, come on with me. You too, Ashley, come on. This guy made me so angry, I don't even feel the pain anymore. Wow. I'm sick of this.
Seth is trying to defend himself, but Les isn't having any of it. He's taken back control of the store and Ashley's trying to bring up sibling rivalry stuff, but Les shuts it down real quick. Tough love, you know?
The guy out there screaming and yelling at me because of something that you did? Your system does not work, Seth. I've been watching this go down all day.
This is so typical of my dad. He hasn't even given me a...
Les is laying down the law, telling them people have been waiting too long and he's not interested in anyone kissing up to him. He's had enough for one day and just wants them to get back to work. No more arguing, just go back to work. Folks, classic dad move.
Too long.
Exactly.
Stop kissing my ass. I had to deal with more than I should have today. So here's the deal. I'm in charge.
Tell him I told you not to do it.
I don't want to hear it. Just go back to work.
It's pretty hilarious how some guys just can't handle it when the pawn shop won't drop big bucks on their trash. The pawn shop guy's like, sorry, not interested. And this dude flips out, calling for someone else like he's about to get the royal treatment.
We're not interested. Let me speak to somebody else back there. Lame ass. I ain't really want much but a few bucks, but they was on some bull. Go get somebody for me, dog. This made me act up.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's going on, cuz? I was trying to tell your man, let me get a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? About 30, 40, you know?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
He's all like, I wasn't asking for much, just a few bucks, you know, like 30 or 40. But reality check, buddy, the pawn shop isn't handing out cash for stuff they can't make money on. It's not a charity. This isn't UNICEF.
That we couldn't make money on. There's times that we just can't take old merchandise. This was one of those times.
Hey, yo, man's carry my out, then y'all want to do like that, y'all.
So he's getting all riled up, telling them to get somebody for him, and the poor pawn shop owner, Les, is just trying to keep his cool. He's surrounded by this guy acting all tough. You almost feel sorry for Les, who's doing his best not to lose it. But then this dude goes too far.
Listen, don't be throwing the at me. You understand? You understand? Don't be ever throwing the at me. You understand that? You understand that, man?
After all that, Les has had enough. He's like, you want to act like that? Fine. It's like watching someone poke a bear with a stick and you just know it's all about to go down. Classic pawn shop drama, right?
All right.
I got a better idea. How about if we don't have you come back in here?
Oh, it's like that? Hold on. Y'all ain't over here anyway. I smack the out your ass.
Don't even reach behind nowhere.
Reach what? Nigga, if I got it,
You're reaching, Jonah. Don't be killing my stuff. I don't care how old I am. I'm never too old to beat you. Threatening me that he's coming back. Does he think we don't have security cameras? Does he think we don't know what his license plate number is? It'll be his worst day if he even thinks about doing anything.
Just another regular day at the pawn shop. Folks coming and going. Some with smiles, others not so much. Now here comes this guy strolling in hoping to snag $100 for his gold chain. The receptionist is all cool, approves the loan, everything seems pretty chill, right?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me prove my point.
Now here's a guy who walks in hoping to get a loan of $100 for his gold chain. And you know what? The receptionist happily agrees. Loan approved, right?
How much would you like?
$100.
Okay. I can do the $100.
Well, hold on to your butts because it's about to get wild. This dude, looking polite, hands over his ID for verification. But boy, oh boy, he throws in this 20 business out of nowhere. He's pointing at the sign, claiming it's right there. He should get an extra 20%.
Right?
What 20%, sir?
The sign right here says I get 20%.
The receptionist is baffled and the dude's politeness evaporates into thin air.
Not intense.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is you serious?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you ain't never seen the sign?
Well, the man's voice gets louder and he's asking if she's ever seen a sign in her life. Whew, talk about intense and rude.
20%. You said you gonna give me 100. I get 20% of 100.
The guy keeps insisting that he's supposed to get that extra 20 with his $100. The whole shop's on alert now with bodyguards ready and even Seth, the boss, stepping out. Well, the tension is rising and the customer won't back down.
Their pawn shop, bring me in the ticket, and when you take it out of that pawn shop, I'll give you 20.
But does our furious customer listen? No way.
He's demanding to see the manager, and Seth steps up to explain things patiently. Well, he keeps shouting, demanding his 20, hoping someone's gonna back him up. The bodyguard quickly takes it back, and the customer leaves, cursing and grabbing a plant to throw on the ground. Yep, it's never a dull day around here. Crazy, huh?
Straight up, my man. Let this go. Let this go. 20%.
The angry customer doesn't even give Seth a chance to explain.
Get something out this bro. You down for this sign, my man. I'm chase you down.
Gotta admit, that's a bit hilarious. But the bodyguard quickly snatches it back, and the customer keeps cursing as he leaves the shop. But wait, there's more. To show his anger, this guy grabs a harmless plant and throws it on the ground.
$20 worth right there, bitches.
Oh, man. What the plant do?
Well, as we close this journey through the pawn shop's chaotic moments, It's evident that Les Gold and his team navigate a unique realm where deals are not just transactions, but narratives, woven with tension, humor, and a little dash of the unexpected. Whether facing threats, family disputes, or the whims of eccentric customers, the pawn shop remains a stage where characters clash, emotions flare, and the pawnbroker's wit is constantly tested.